1800 at the Bailey Group.
You know, guys, with you, sometimes it's baby steps. I remember with my husband, I had to practically drag him to the nail salon to get a pedicure, assuring him how much he was going to love getting a pedicure. And we did it. And of course, now he goes all the time because he thinks it's the greatest thing in the world. Same thing with laser hair removal. I told him, this is so great. I won't have to shave your back anymore. You'll be smooth all of the time and feeling confident. He did it. And again, that life-changing moment when he listened to his wife. Ideal Image Med Spa wants you to be confident this summer. Get up to 60% off laser hair removal. Yeah, this is something for men, women, anyone with unwanted hair. It's here, it's there, it's even there, but that doesn't mean it has to stay. And when you look good, you feel good. When you feel your best, you get more out of life. Call for your private complimentary consultation. It's 904-652-0652. That's 904-652-0652. Located at the Markets Town Center, US 17, just south of Orange Park on Fleming Island. St. Augustine and Diane's Marketplace on South Ponce de Leon Boulevard. Medical Director, Dr. Holly Hickman, and IdealImage.com.
They say time is money, and at Claude Nolan Cadillac, we respect your time and strive to make your every visit a pleasure. Serving Jacksonville for over 114 years, Claude Nolan Cadillac owners come back again and again. Why? Because you are more than a customer, you are part of our family, and now get 0% financing for up to 72 months, plus $1,000 on most new 2019 Cadillac models. Visit Claude Nolan on Southside Boulevard or go to ClaudeNolanCadillac.com. Beginning lasting relationships since 1905. See dealer for details.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is based solely on opinion. Coming up, the Southeast Orthopedic Specialists Weekly Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulder, hip, and knee, and a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF and 16 area high school athletic programs.
I just think I made a correct diagnosis on something, Jeff Prosser. With Dr. Kevin Murphy, the two of us were consulting on an injury, and we're in agreement. Might have to lop it off.
You can't lop off your elbows. That's not an option.
I wasn't talking about the elbows, but that's okay.
All right, I thought.
Welcome back, everybody. Dr. Kevin Murphy is here, the legendary one, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, the very best in the business. You guys start doing the bumps and bruises again starting next week, right?
Next week.
Yeah.
Next
First
week,
one's next week? Okay.
Yeah.
So that comes up on Saturdays. And, again, it's for any high school athlete, right?
Sure.
Like if you're a volleyball player and you play and something's bothering you and you don't want to wait till Monday, you can go see you guys. And just go to your website for all the various locations. That's Saturday mornings you do
Saturday
that,
morning,
right?
9 to 10.
Yeah, it's a great, wonderful thing that you do for the community, and much appreciated. I was at, we go out and shoot the high school games. I was at one, and there was an injury that very night. I mean, it happens. That's football. So hopefully the kids can stay as safe as possible, but we shall see. But just so you know.
We shall.
Yeah.
Any nervousness if, like for Cam Robinson, for a guy who will now be, put under the lights on fast speed for the first time, or once you determine a guy is clear, he's clear, and you shouldn't be any more worried about it. I think everyone always wants to see those first steps, those first moves, especially, with an ACL guy.
Well, it is. And as a physician, when you send him back, you always have a little tentativeness to it. It's just, you can do all the testing you want, but if somebody re-injures it, it's just horrible. And so you hate that for them, but it does happen sometimes. But all you can do is strengthen it up the best you can and test them. And once they get equal strength and their mobility is back, you roll them back out there.
Is it fair for him to say, I was talking to him in the locker room the other day, Doc, is it fair for him to say, Adrian Peterson messed it up for all of us? Because he's like, and we always have talked about this, Adrian Peterson. How fast did he come back?
He was like 3 months.
Yeah, and it's a 9 to 12-month injury is what you have constantly taught us. When one tears his ACL, it's 9 to 12 months before and really, it can be an extra season before you really are back to being your old self.
Well, look at it biologically.
Right.
You're putting a graft in there to replace the ACL that was torn. And whatever type graft you put in, be that a patella tendon or a hamstring or a cadaver graft, it takes a period of time for that to reincorporate, and the body basically grows tissue into that and replaces that tissue.
Right.
And that takes a period of time, and it's about 6 months for that to happen, a little longer with the cadaver grafts. And so if you send them back at 3 months, that process hasn't fully occurred, and you're at risk for tearing it, just based on the biology of it. So even though Adrian Peterson's quad was back because he's a freak.
Right.
They should not have sent him back at 3 months because he's at higher risk statistically of re-tearing it. So it was a bad decision to send him back. And certainly that is not the norm by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, and so you can't – it's not fair. Even if you're a professional athlete and all you have to do is rehab, it still takes time.
It
and
does.
so it's not fair
for
to –
the biology to occur.
Right.
You know, you need to strengthen in that period of time, and then we test you to make sure the muscle's back.
Right.
Presuming that the reincorporation of that graft has occurred. And you really can't tell. If you re-MRI it, whatnot, you're really not going to be able to tell. So it's just a time period that you look at it, and 3 months is not the time. So had Adrian Peterson retore his ACL then, everybody'd be looking at it saying, what were you thinking?
Right.
Because it was a bad decision.
Marquise Lee was removed from the PUP list, which is good, means he can start practicing. I'm not going to sit here. Look, that's an amazing step for him. Any of us who watched the knee injury, you were, as a medical doctor, saw it as well. I'm not going to – I don't think that means he's going to be playing even maybe when the season starts. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I would be surprised still. I think it would go on. But to me, the fact if he can come back and resume his career is saying something after that. That was a pretty bad one.
Yeah, it was significant injury.
Yeah.
So, but still, everything should be healed, and if he has his muscle strength back and the dexterity from one side to the other, 12 months is a reasonable time frame.
You have said, with an Achilles, you can, lose a step, right? I mean, that when you tear your Achilles, you may never quite be the same in terms of the speed and quickness. What about with a significant knee injury like that? Do you almost automatically lose a step or not necessarily?
Not necessarily.
How is it different from the Achilles?
Well, the Achilles is a tendon, so you're going muscle to the bone,
right?
Whereas the ligament is bone to bone.
Okay.
So on a muscle to bone thing, like an Achilles, when you repair it, it'll scar in and sometimes shorten, sometimes it lengthens.
Okay.
So the tissue scars. You may lose some push-off strength. Whereas a ligament, once it heals bone to bone and it's solid, the stability is restored and it should be back more closer to normal.
Doc, how quickly can you tell the difference in a sprained knee and a knee that's going to need surgery?
Exam-wise, and the classic one's the MCLs. A grade 1, it doesn't open up when you stress it, and a grade 3, when you stress it, it gaps open. Now, a lot of the MCLs you don't fix, but that's the one you see most often.
Are there cases where something that needs surgery can get you back quicker and feeling better faster than a sprain, or is a sprain always quicker to recover?
That's a debate in ankles sometimes, and you go back to the Alabama quarterback and, fixing his high ankle sprain or whatever the reality was there to get him back quicker.
In a week, they were trying to do it.
Yeah, that has not been shown statistically to be
couple maybe FSU's two best players, Dan. I mean, Cam Akers probably have to be included there, but Tamarian Terry and Marvin Wilson are two good players, and FSU hadn't had them at all in practice, and they both returned this week. Terry
quickly,
it hasn't been available at all for the entire training camp after undergoing knee surgery in July. Sounds like meniscus.
Probably
if he's back now.
Yeah, if it was just a simple, and when see people say he got his meniscus repaired.
Shaved.
Yeah, he had his meniscus trimmed because he had a piece that was torn and not repairable. You just trim it, and that's usually a pretty quick recovery.
And then Wilson, who's probably their best defender, is back after a sprained knee. It has kept him out 2 or 3 weeks. So that's kind of what I was asking. There's not a real big difference. Maybe they just tried to get people to return on the same day. I thought it was interesting they returned on the same day. You showed us just some gnarly pictures in the break. I don't know why you're so hell-bent and determined to do that to me. I mean, the guy it will just text me out of nowhere the most grotesque injuries. I don't want to see him anymore, and I don't want to have to block him.
Sometimes we have to dress the wound.
But anyway, that reminded me, did you see the Ronda Rousey story this week?
I did not.
Ronda Rousey is on some sort of reality show? Is it a cooking show?
No, it's not a reality show. It's that Fox series 911.
Oh, so it's just like a draw.
She's shooting that show.
Okay, so she is on the show, and she's on a boat. She jams.
I'm on a boat.
By the way, Doc, you will love this because you're, a provocateur of these gruesome injuries. She got a boat door jammed on her finger.
Yeah, like it slammed down on the tip of her middle finger.
And I'm talking about it looks as bad or worse than what you showed us. It says she was immediately rushed to the hospital after the take.
That look good.
Doc, you like that, don't you? Look at him. Huh?
The best part about it is,
There you go, Doc.
she said that the door slammed on her finger. She thought she just jammed it.
Yeah.
So she finished the take, and then looked at her
Wow,
finger and was
so
like,
that's almost
"Whoa, no!"
amputated.
Yeah, that's what I said. She was rushed to the hospital. Her bone and tendon were reattached to her finger with a plate and screws. She said in one of the rare cases where they are not embellishing that she almost had to have it.
She's not
amputated.
embellishing. It's
Well,
about
she almost
off.
amputated herself.
Yeah,
it's
well, that's what
barely
I mean.
hanging on. So in those, you injure.
She actually, by the way, she also injured 2 fingers. It says now, not just one.
Well, she broke the bone, obviously,
Yeah.
to get it to displace like that, and you rip tendons.
How'd you like that picture, though? You happy?
I gotta know. That was a good one.
His is
the
worse.
injuries when you have
I don't want to look at his.
an
I
injury
learned.
I like looking at them for injuries because when you see and some of the kids that come in with their injuries nowadays, they have videos of all this stuff. I mean, it's crazy.
Right.
And they come in and you can see the way their knee bent or whatnot. And it gives you a little better
Yeah,
idea of
for
what
sure.
actually is torn before you even start examining it.
Right.
But that when you fix something like that finger that's basically almost amputated, you fix the bone first to stabilize, and then you go back to the other things and the vessels. The bigger thing now is the vascularity to see if it will heal from a vascular standpoint.
These PRP injections are bigger than ever. I saw Chris Sale had the elbow, so he went to get
Remind us again, what exactly the PRP.
Don't look at me for that. I'll let Doc remind you.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I looked at you as a sign of, oops, I don't mean to talk over
that's
you.
fine.
That's what that was. Sorry.
So PRP is platelet-rich plasma.
Yeah.
And basically you draw somebody's blood, you spin it in a centrifuge and separate the platelets from the rest of the blood.
Right.
And that platelet-rich solution has some regenerative cells within it. So you can inject that into soft tissue or into joints and get some healing from that and regeneration of tissue. It has been shown to work pretty well.
Yeah, I usually use horny goat weed for that, Dan.
Oh, that'll work.
I use it for a lot of things.
So Chris Sale
Mostly to hit home runs.
was having some elbow discomfort, and they shut him down for 4 to 6 weeks with 5.5 weeks left in the season. And you're not in the playoff race, so you're not pitching again. Why would you even try to?
What injury does he have, do you think, if they're doing that?
He's got elbow discomfort, a sprain, or
What does that mean,
Well, he's
discomfort?
probably, like all of them, a lot of
Overuse,
torque on the inside ligament of the elbow.
Does that get better?
Well, if it's a
Rest,
stretch or
right?
a partial tear, not stressing it further, and PRP to help stimulate some healing is a reasonable alternative to fixing it.
Yeah. Where are you headed today, Doctor?
Center 1.
Oh.
South side.
Oh, Center One.
Love Center
Busy
One.
day. Center One sounds so important, too. I like that.
It is
name,
important.
Right?
Is there anything else that we missed?
I think we got it.
All right,
Good.
don't forget the Bumps
Awesome.
and Bruises Clinic starts a week from Saturday. Doc, thanks for all you do. We appreciate you coming on the program.
Just lending a good, solid 15 minutes of professionalism to this program every morning. He's Doc Kevin Murphy. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, just too big for one name, and jaxsportsdoc.com. See you next week, Doc.
Thank you.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
For high school football play-by-play, it's 1010XL.
This is Coach Kraus from the Bishop Kenny Crusaders. We kick off the season with our home opener at William H. Johnson Stadium versus the Fletcher Center. Catch the play-by-play live at 7 on 92.5 FM.
Hi, this is Dale Murray, and we're throwing the flag on those big city dealers charging those big city prices. Come see why everybody's driving the distance to Murray Superstores. If we don't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Our starting All-American lineup wins every time. Plus, our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new and qualified used vehicles puts the blitz on the competition. And we'll trade anything from wore-out bed sheets to football cleats. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
I'm Holt Harrell. Accidents are unpredictable, but you can call, email, online chat with Harrell & Harrell 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we'll be available. Harrell & Harrell. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Offices, Jacksonville.
Attention diesel mechanics. Republic Services is now hiring in Duval and St. Johns County. And with Republic Services, new diesel mechanics get a $2,000 sign-on bonus, $1,000 yearly tool allowance, and competitive benefits. Republic Services will even pay for your ASE certifications and offer a bonus for each certification earned. Join the Republic Services team and make a positive impact on your community and environment today. Visit republicservices.jobs for more information and to apply. Wear the star, drive your career.
Imagine windows in your home that are 2 times stronger than vinyl, never fog up, are maintenance-free, and custom designed for you. Lauren Brooks here for Renewal by Andersen. Visit renewalbyandersen.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. Renewal by Andersen, a better way to a better window. Take advantage of the semi-annual sale with 20% off windows and patio doors. Restrictions apply. See their website for details. This is a limited time offer. License number CGC 1527613.
Hey, Hicken here. Everything you've heard about Diamonds Direct is now 10 times better in their all-new, super modern, gorgeous showroom. It's off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt. You won't miss it. State-of-the-art. It's bright. It's spacious. It's elegant. It has more fine jewelry than you've ever seen in one place. 50% larger than the old showroom. And it's because of you, man. It's the people of Jacksonville have embraced the Diamonds Direct concept. They were busted at the seams, so grow, grow, grow. Same great folks, though. Same industry-leading warranties and guarantees, same unbeatable values, but out in a fresh new showroom. More diamonds, more designer jewelry, more engagement ring mountings, more bands and bracelets and pendants and earrings. Best selection in all of Florida. Diamonds Direct. It's upgrading your experience yet again. A new showroom. It's spectacular. Off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt behind Firebirds. Don't buy any diamond engagement ring or piece of fine jewelry anywhere until you see how much more you can get, and you know where to go. It's Diamonds Direct.
American Electrical Contracting, wired right at a fair price.
Check out their mobile electrician website. Want to set up a service call on the go? Use your tablet or smartphone and take advantage of online bookings for all your electrical needs. Streamline the process. Click the service request button at american-electrical.com.
American Electrical Contracting, wired right at a fair price.
Metro Rooter Plumbing is not gimmicky and doesn't have a cute tagline. Metro Rooter Plumbing is always professional, no exceptions. Metro Rooter Plumbing will diagnose solutions to fix wasteful, harmful, or unsafe plumbing problems. The diagnosis is free, and if you feel comfortable, they'll begin work right away. If you'd prefer to hold off, that's okay too. Metro Rooter plumbers are not high pressure, they're just good quality plumbers. Google Metro Rooter to schedule your appointment. They even offer same-day service, including Saturday and Sunday. MetroRooter.com.
What's up, guys? I'm Tim Tebow. 10 years ago, when I started the Tim Tebow Foundation, we did it with the goal of bringing comfort to those in need. And you know who stepped up beside us to say we want to be part of that? Florida Home AC. If you have a problem with your HVAC, look no further than Florida Home AC. Whether it's supporting Night to Shine, which is a worldwide prom for people with special needs, or donating HVAC systems to families in need, Florida Home AC is committed to the comfort of its customers and its community. I trust Florida Home AC, and you can too.
Back to football fever? You have it? I bet you do, like a lot of other fans out there. This is Joe C. inviting you to join us at Southampton September 11th for our Back to Football Fever golf tournament. Wear your favorite team colors, talk a little trash, and celebrate football being back. Southampton September 11th, shotgun start in the afternoon. Food on the course, prizes, and cold Bud Lights after. Call 287-PLAY to lock up a spot for your team. Back to Football Fever at Southampton, Wednesday, September 11th. Don't miss it.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Lauren Brooks here. You have a chance to join me and the ladies of Helmets and Heels at the Dreamfinders Home Stadium Home this Tuesday. We'll be live on location inside the Stadium Home at TIAA Bank Field. Catered with food and beverages, you will enjoy a VIP viewing of our broadcast from 6 to 8 p.m. While there, enter to win a pair of Jaguars club seats. Go to 1010XL.com, click on the front flash page, and register for a chance to attend. Helmets and Heels live from Dreamfinders Home Stadium Home on Tuesday, August 27th.
There's always a space for you to park at usapark.net. Hi, Flying Jacko here. It's the only place I park when I fly out of JIA. Simply park your car, their shuttle picks you up, drops you at your gate, easy peasy. usapark.net.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by TIAA Bank. I'm Taylor Dahl for 1010XL. Game day is here as the Jaguars take on the Miami Dolphins tonight at 8 o'clock as the offense is looking to come alive with starters getting their first chance out on the field during preseason, including guard Andrew Norwell. Norwell and Hayes Carline had the chance to catch up yesterday, and he talked about the energy heading into this third preseason game.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Just energy in the locker room, guys working together, coach setting the tone. And just can't wait to get out there and play against a good Miami group, and excited to go to work.
Don't forget our coverage begins today at 3 o'clock with the Coastal Equipment Kickoff Show featuring Lauren Brooks, Hayes Carline, and Tony Smith. 8 o'clock and 78 degrees, time and temp are brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for more of The Drill next on 1010XL.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
You know, Dan, I'm thinking already about tomorrow morning. The
Okay.
Jags play tonight, and we haven't seen starters at all. Everyone is just, I think the other side of an unexciting preseason. I don't know if a 3-series stretch of the preseason has been more anticipated. Unless you go back to the expansion year. I mean,
No,
people
there's
want
no doubt.
They want to see this group together. They want to see how they perform, and inevitably that's going to lead.
Be nice to get excited about something.
Yeah.
Too.
Well, that's going to lead tomorrow to one way or the other.
Overreaction Friday.
Maybe the biggest overreaction Friday in the history of Jaguars football.
You might be right.
And either to the positive or the negative. Imagine this, Dan.
Uh-huh.
Imagine if Nick Foles goes out and plays the entire first half because they can't get anything going.
Yeah.
The Dolphins lead 17-0. They're not going to take any more
Disaster.
chances, right?
Yeah.
That'd be disaster. Obviously, if Nick Foles falls behind the Dolphins 17-0 tonight, he's not the quarterback they thought. This would be the narrative.
Oh, yeah.
If they fall behind by 17-0 at halftime, Nick Foles is not the quarterback that they thought he was. What a mistake.
Well-
and then you would remember back to, I don't know, a certain season opener in 2014.
Yep.
The Jaguars, who were pitiful, quite frankly, ended up being 3-13 that year. Went on the road. They opened the season with a tough assignment at Philadelphia, where they got off to a hot start and led 17-0 at the half.
Yeah.
The quarterback of that Eagles team, who won, by the way, 34-17.
Nick Foles.
Nick Foles.
Yeah.
But if you would have pulled Nick Foles, if that had been it for Nick Foles halftime of that opener, then, oh, my God, the sky's falling. The Eagles are terrible this year.
Well, with that said, I'll ask you our drill poll question of the day, presented by Lockett Law DUI and Criminal Defense. Know before you blow. Call our buddy Lee Lockett, 858-9818. What one thing do you want to see in the Jags game tonight? Do you want to see Foles throw a touchdown pass? Do you want to see 2 or 3 explosive plays, 20 yards or more? Do you want to see Leonard have a couple of runs for 15 yards and get out of there? Or do you want to see a sack and a turnover from the defense?
I want to see, because I believe that's the
children are our future.
I believe that the Iran, or was it the Iraq? I can't remember which one it was. I think the most important development about all that, because it would also include a group of men that's not named Leonard Fournette. I'd like to see Leonard Fournette with 2 15-yard runs.
Okay.
Because I still think that this team is going to go as far as Leonard Fournette takes them. I
Okay.
believe that.
All
And
right.
if Leonard Fournette can't be a 1,000-yard runner and an impact player with big explosive plays like he was in 2017, Nick Foles can't play well enough for the Jaguars to be a playoff team.
Yeah, 33% want to see 3 explosive plays. Leonard, a couple of runs, 6%. A sack and a turnover, 3%. 58% want to see Foles throw a touchdown pass. You can vote at Dan Hicken if you'd like.
It's just, again, this is overreaction even before the game. Who cares if any of that happens? But Nick Foles throws a touchdown. That'll be nice, but it won't count. It'll be a practice touchdown.
Yeah, I think more of, though, because this is all we're seeing of them,
Sure.
and then it's Kansas City. So,
Well, and Nick Foles is, the savior, whether he wants to be or not.
Yeah.
Right? That's the way the fan base is going to position him. But, just a reminder that if it doesn't go well and they have to play Foles into the second quarter and yet they don't score any points, that it's way too small of a sample size. And this regular season opener is a perfect example.
Right. But we want to see.
Absolutely.
Yes. We want to see.
Sure. We
a
deserve
couple
to see.
things. And we want to get excited about the season, man. The season is coming now. It's and one thing I think we've learned here as football players have now and football teams have now said what we've been saying all along, that the preseason is nothing more than a lie, and that you don't need. When did the training camp start? July 24th?
Was that early this year?
Well, it's like 25th.
It was
like that Thursday.
it was July probably 28th or 29th for the whole team, but yeah.
No. It was the week previous, wasn't it?
No, because I think it was like the 27th and 28th of July, wasn't it, at the end of the month? Because I was on vacation that weekend. I remember I didn't really miss anything because they never got into pads until like Sunday or Monday. But I don't remember for sure what week that was. So
it was July 25th was the first day. They reported on the 24th, the 26th, the 27th, and they went into pads on Sunday the 28th.
Yeah.
So nonetheless, they got here July 25th. It's now August 22nd. It has been almost a month, and we have really not seen anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a month. And by the way, we still have, this is the other little tricky thing. We still have, next week will be August 29th. The week after that will be early September. And then the week after that, we got to go the whole week till the Sunday where they finally play. On September 8th, is it? So really, to me, the training camp could have started, in all honesty, last Friday. And they could be playing their first game. Tonight could be their first game. And then this would be it.
Here is what, listen, I think that.
Because, again, these guys do not get out of shape anymore.
Well, and here's the reality, too. There's such a financial reality that we don't consider as much. We think just about injury, and that injury still is attached to this. But at the end of the day, man, 10 years ago, if you put your quarterback out there, you were sending out a $15 million investment. Well, now it's an $83 million investment. You are naturally, listen, if you have a $300,000 car, you're going to wash it, wax it, keep it in the garage, put a cover over it. If you're driving around with a beater from 1989, you're going to barely change the oil. So the ramifications financially, the money that you lose if your product breaks down is so much greater now than what it used to be that has to be playing into it some as well.
Mm. Here's something interesting that you would never guess. Okay? Let me ask you this question correctly. Kind of gave it away, but where is it? All right. There were 14 NFL teams in 1962. So 57 years ago, right?
Okay.
How many of the starting quarterbacks for those teams averaged more yards attempts that season than the starting quarterbacks for the same team last year?
Okay, try now.
14 teams.
Okay, so anyway, so the NFL and not just 1962 NFL.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I don't know. I'm not a historian. There was, though, a period there in the 60s where they were throwing the ball a lot.
Okay.
But anyway, what's the question?
How many of those starting quarterbacks for those teams averaged more, because we think of it as how things have progressed passing-wise, averaged more yards per attempt that season than starting quarterbacks last year?
For those same
teams.
Okay.
So in other words, I'll tell you, in 1962.
What are the teams?
1962, Eagles quarterback Sonny Jurgensen averaged 8.9 yards an attempt.
Oh, this is per attempt, not total yards.
Yeah. Carson Wentz, 7.7.
No, I think it's much higher then because passing used to be a downfield game, and it's not anymore.
Yeah. In
now it's a ball
1962,
control game.
Bart Starr, 8.6 yards an attempt. Aaron Rodgers, 7.4. Did you see Aren Rodgers get up yesterday when he went to Canada? What is he doing? What did that mustache? He looks like
terrible.
He is a nut job, dude.
I don't know what it was. I almost thought he.
They were calling it the Canadian suit.
Yes.
Because it was just jean jacket and jeans. He had like a full handlebar mustache.
To be honest with you, thought that he was going to Brokeback Mountain too. That's what it.
That's where he should go.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, it's a real live movie, so I'm allowed to reference it.
36-year-old Y.A. Tittle averaged, that's Yelberton Abraham Tittle.
I think it's a title.
Averaged 8.6 yards an attempt. Eli Manning, 7.5. Redskins quarterback Norm Snead, 8.3. Alex Smith, 6.6. Fran Tarkenton, 7.9. Kirk Cousins, 7.1.
Yeah, it was more downhill.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Downfield, I mean.
Charlie Johnson of the Cardinals, 7.9. Josh Rosen, 5.8. Dallas split quarterbacks with Eddie LeBaron and the Dandaroo. Jeez. Both of them bested Dak Prescott. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds only because now look, in fairness, if you went to total yards and even dumbed it down to the 12 or 14 they played, every single quarterback last year would have more. Every one of them, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet Cousins had more than Tarkenton, and Wentz, although he's hurt, had more than Jerk. I bet. I just got.
It was 11 of them was the answer, by the way.
I love. God bless the Phillies fans. God bless them. From the text line.
Yeah.
I don't remember anybody picking the Phillies to win the East! Exclamation point. I'm a Phillies fan. Even I didn't pick them to win the East! Exclamation point. The Braves and the Nats were the two teams everyone was touting, and a few were touting the Mets. So I said, yeah, that sounds way, way, way off.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just gone to ESPN. We'll use them as the arbiter and their preseason picks. Picks to win the NL East: Nats 13, Phillies 11, Braves 5, Mets 2. So, hey,
Yeah.
Philly fan, because your team sucks and has underachieved more than any other team in the league, let's don't go back now and pretend like
Guy has this tremendous hatred for the Phillies.
the Phillies had Bryce
I don't like
Harper,
them either.
JT Realmuto,
Yeah.
Gene Segura,
Yeah.
and I got Philly fan telling me, yeah, we didn't have expectations.
Yeah.
We weren't the pick.
Yeah.
Really? Really, Philly? But first of all, I apologize for calling you Philly fan.
Yeah.
But if you're going to send me that take that no one was talking about the Phillies and it was the Nats and the Braves and I didn't pick them, then you obviously aren't following the Phillies at all.
All right.
So
Under the radar team.
A little under the radar.
right, they were under the radar, and no one was talking about them.
Yeah. Didn't make any
Only signed or
offseason.
traded for everyone.
Didn't make any offseason splashes.
No splash.
Yeah.
Nothing.
CBS Sports more picked the Phillies than the Nats or the Braves. I mean, come on, man. Come on, hey Philly fan.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
Hatred for the Phillies.
I hate them. You darn right I do.
I'm with you.
Thank you.
GTH.
I don't like them either.
STP is what I say.
GTH.
STP.
You had to work a little overtime last night, Taylor, on your club.
Yeah. Well, I fell asleep.
Big
Take a
grind on
lead.
that one, man.
Take a
I know.
lead, fall behind, take a lead, fall
I fell
behind,
asleep
take a lead, fall behind.
I kept waking up and I would check the score briefly, and I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Just win this game.
Yeah. Yeah. But they did.
There we go.
I did.
Yeah.
Pulled it out.
Yeah. Bryant got
It's at
a
home.
2-run homer in the 8th.
Yeah,
and
yeah, we won
put
that
'em
one
up.
because it was at home.
Yeah,
If that was in San Francisco, that'd be an L.
Done.
Yeah.
Book it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Castellanos has been saving us.
My goodness. Sign him up. And he cried on the radio.
I saw
No.
Oh, he's like the greatest Cub of all time.
I saw him
Buying his jersey today.
Had him for 3 weeks.
who was mic'd up? Who was mic'd up at your Cubs game last Sunday?
Rizzo was mic'd up at
Yeah.
the Little League thing. And it was
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
No. There was it were they on Sunday Night Baseball?
For the Little League thing.
Yeah.
And
So-
Rizzo was mic'd up.
Okay, so at the game he goes, "Hey, I just thought of this. Have you ever been on Sunday Night Baseball?" He said
To Castellanos,
Yeah.
And he's like,
I don't know.
it's
I
at
don't
least
think
been
so.
2 years.
Yeah. He's on the Tigers, and the Tigers
been terrible.
Have been horrible. So, all right, let's see what's trending on Twitter, Beef.
Let's do it.
It's the Tap 5 at 8. Visit brewswithaz.beer.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
MSL music.
Earmuffs, kids.
Wow.
Now, our friend Tater has spent, quite frankly, a little too much time in the villages. So this is going to hit home for her
Oh, God.
Number 5.
as we roll up to beautiful, beautiful Connecticut. More specifically, Fairfield, Connecticut, where 6 people have been cuffed
Let's
up, guys,
go.
after, they were involved in a lewd act at a public park, guys.
Oh no! What do we
And
got?
the reason this story is trending is because, the ages of the people involved, 5 men and 1 woman, range from the ages of 62 to 85, guys.
Is this at the Villages again? Are they up to it at the Villages?
Apparently, the villages have moved to a gazebo in a park in Connecticut.
Oh dear!
Stop it!
I'll see you at the park.
My goodness, bring the horny goat weed.
Well, let's
See you at the park.
let the old folks have their fun and leave them alone.
Yeah, that's
And an
fine.
open
Do it at the
gazebo.
home.
Yeah.
Don't do it at the gazebo at the park. Kids go out there and eat.
Was it in the afternoon?
Probably.
It's probably late night.
It's their bedtime at 5.
5 men and 1 85-year-old woman
Oh, no.
charged with breach of peace and public indecency.
Oh dear!
That's so terrible.
Yo!
You're just walking your dog in the park, and you look over.
Only 5 dogs are out walking.
I mean,
Number 4.
listen to me. It should be considered especially indecent at that age. Seriously, for a lot of reasons.
Extra indecent.
1, you should even know more, even better. And 2, listen, I'm closer to 62 than I am to 32. It ain't pretty, all right? And nothing sexy about it, nothing provocative. Yeah, throw a blanket over that, man.
Number 4, guys.
Number 4.
Now, it's been hard to get tickets for some people to the new Star Wars park down at Disney, the Galaxy's Edge.
Is it open?
It is. Now, the Orlando one, I'm not sure if it's open. The LA one is.
I can't imagine the Orlando one's open because there hasn't been any fanfare at all.
But now they're starting to pre-book for the hotel that is in the Star Wars park. And let me just say, if you're thinking about booking a room, you better dig deep into the pockets. A 2-night, 3-day stay. There's no 1-day stays. 2-night, 3-night stay starts for an individual solo flight, $3,300.
Wait, I'm sorry. 2 nights, $3,300?
2 nights, 3 days.
So much for the friendliest place on earth.
Yeah. My goodness.
I hope that park gets what it deserves and is shut down in a year. $3,300 to stay in the Star Wars park. My God, the idiocracy just needs to have a budget meeting. We need to have a budget meeting. We need to gather the idiocracy and have a budget meeting. That is just, oh my God, man.
What are some of the accoutrements that would allow me to spend $3,300?
It's Star Wars themed, so you
I
feel
mean,
like
so
you're
what?
on
Do I
a
got
Star
Chewbacca
Wars.
walking past me? What do I got? Do I got a
You
ride?
get to go to the Star Wars bar, drink some green
set,
liquor,
yeah, it looks
grog.
like you're on the bridge of a spaceship. You look out the window. It looks like you're in outer space. Blah, blah, blah.
They said Orlando's supposed to open August 29th.
Oh, wow.
Well, guess what? You know what? Yeah, I'll get back and forth
nothing
and go.
that
We
one
just feel like I'm
pack
in outer
of,
space.
listen, that entire experience can be mimicked and maybe even bested by just one pack of horny goat weed.
Boom.
That's all it takes.
You're right. You're flying high amongst the stars.
By the way, the text line, as to the horny goat, we had a text line response. Yeah, I tried that once. It worked, but I had a massive headache for a week. No bueno. So, yeah.
I'm with you.
Number 3.
Take heed, Major
Side
Leaguers.
effects.
Stay off.
Number 3, some people that may be booking the Star Wars hotel may be putting their fees on their brand new Apple credit card. Apple obviously has to have a product in every single thing.
Okay.
So Apple's rolling out a credit card. Now, initially it was just on your phones if you're an Apple phone user, but now physical cards are arriving for people. And, well, they've got some warnings, some advice for you. Now, guys, where are you most likely to keep your credit card?
On your wallet.
Keep it here in
Your
my
wallet. What's your wallet made out of, guys?
Leather.
You might stick it in the pocket of your...
By the way, mine, fine Corinthian leather.
You might stick it in your pocket, right? The pocket of, I don't know, your jeans, which are made out of what?
Yeah.
Denim.
Yeah, so it's really not great when Apple says, take care of your credit card, otherwise it could get damaged. Make sure you clean it with a microfiber cloth, and at all costs, avoid contact with leather and or denim.
What?
Not well designed.
What?
The card is made out of titanium.
I thought, wait a minute. Isn't Apple smart?
You would think. But they're busting out a credit
They are
card made out of
smart. They're
titanium.
finding a way to charge you $2.99 to send you your next credit card.
It's unbelievable. It says, this is a quote from the article. Apple suggests wiping it gently with a soft, slightly damp, lint-free microfiber cloth. As a second step, users can moisten a microfiber cloth with isopropyl alcohol and wipe again.
I've literally washed my credit card twice and it worked. So I'm gonna have to.
That's gonna be a pass.
I tell you what I did
I'll
yesterday.
stick with Capital One.
I tell you what I did. You guys won't notice. This won't seem like a big deal to you, but this wallet right here, right now,
Yes.
is so much thinner and more comfortable. I took out. There's nothing in it. All I have now is nothing. Well, except the amounts of cash that I carry around. But before, it's just shoved with business cards and coupons and receipts.
I heard that's bad for your back.
I feel great. My back feels better.
That's always what us men do, though. We get our wallet so stuffed that it looks like a soda can, and then we got to filter through it and narrow it down.
I did, and I apologize to all of you who I've come across in the last, 6 years and jammed your card into my wallet. But I eliminated all you folks yesterday. I threw them all away.
You're all gone.
That's
Bye.
correct. If I haven't pulled the card out yet, I'm probably not going to need it.
Number 2, guys. Now we've made our adoptions. So now we'll punt it to Taylor. Yesterday, the 8 XFL squads announced their logos and team names, and my goodness, some of them are really terrible. And a lot of people are suspecting that the real big winner in this whole thing will be the University of Alabama Birmingham when they sue the Seattle Dragons for stealing their logo. But Taylor, if you missed it, Dan got the first pick. He has aligned himself with the Dallas Renegades.
Yes.
I went ahead and aligned myself with the copyright infringing Seattle Dragons.
Okay. Yes.
And Jeff is now a huge fan of the Tampa Bay Vipers. So, Taylor,
Okay.
who will be your XFL team?
I'm gonna do the Houston Roughnecks.
She's always liked the roughneck.
Taylor kind of is a roughneck.
Yeah, she's always been
Rough around
somewhat
the edges.
attracted to the roughneck.
It's a little rough around the edges.
We always joke when Dempsey comes in because of the Tater thing. So
Uh-huh.
he's like, you should start your updates from now on saying, "Hey, it's Tater, y'all." So I feel like that's fitting.
I like
I'll
it.
be
You know,
a Houston Roughneck.
You're welcome, Tater.
The Roughnecks, by the way, look an awful lot like the Oilers' old logo,
A little
too.
bit, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Speaking of
Similar.
copyright infringement, I get a call from the Titans.
Oh, my gosh.
Number 1.
Yeah, Seattle's got a problem.
Yeah, they totally ripped off UAB.
Although, a dragon's a dragon. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, there's
I
not
don't
too
know.
much you could alter on it.
Hey, now Seattle's got to have like Game of Thrones night, right? Or just a whole Game
You
of
would think
Thrones
something,
theme.
man, right?
Come to every game
Oh,
in like
yeah.
some winter coat.
They got to have like a D&D tournament.
Yeah.
And lastly, number 1, Dan, I know you're
Yes.
titillated right now.
I am.
As
What
the,
am I titillated?
You're titillated because the
I think it's titulated.
the full lineup, the roster is out
Yes.
for DT or
Oh yeah.
DWTS.
You know what?
New season.
I'm gonna say one thing here. I
Say
probably
it.
shouldn't.
Say it.
Hey, host guy.
Hey, this is season 28, dog.
I understand. Hey, host guy who stumbled into making a lot of cash. Shut your pie hole. Nobody cares what you think about who the stars are. I don't need you to put out a statement and all this nonsense. So now you can tell us who the stars
Here's
are.
our roster of studs,
Yeah.
A-listers. We're about to get
By
it
the
down.
way, at least on this one, and I did look at it.
There are some decent names.
I knew a couple
Yeah.
of them at least.
First up,
yeah.
Karamo Brown. He's one of the Fab Five from Netflix's new Queer Eye revival.
Okay, I don't know him.
He'll get out there. Dan, I know you know Hannah Brown from The Bachelorette.
Hannah is going to hook up
Is
with
she
the dancer.
she's the tag
Yeah,
hero
she's
watch
going to
wearer?
fall in
Yeah.
love with
She
her
will-
dancer.
Yeah.
She will get the horny goat
you're-
weed for her partner.
By the way, if you're married to the dancer who gets assigned Hannah,
it's over.
It's over.
And if you're the dancer, and if you're the
Ship it.
dancer, and you're single, you don't have to marry her. You don't even have to take her to dinner.
No.
So don't even think about that.
Yeah. She
some
will be
other-
in love with you within a couple days.
I darn sure almost said sugar on the air.
You know her, you love her, at least you probably recognize her. Kate Flannery, who played Meredith on NBC's The Office.
Now,
Will
again,
hit the dance floor.
She's going to probably pull her top down.
She's going to
during
get
one of
hurt, man.
performances.
She's going to get hurt.
Meredith, did you ever watch The Office at all?
No.
Oh, you got to watch The Office.
Meredith is the best.
Come on.
Former
like that show.
Season 10 contestant on American Idol and country singer-songwriter Lauren Elena.
All right.
Will hit the dance
I'm
floor.
taking back what I said about the
Stop.
star.
I'm getting to the names, Dan. Allie Brooke from the
Who are you
Girls
mad
of
at?
Fifth
Anyway,
Army.
I missed your take.
Huh?
What did you get? You were going to get in trouble for saying something? Did you?
What we have here is a radio show, and during the radio show, we have interaction. And for
You're
the
one to
last
talk,
You're one to talk,
48
right?
hours,
He wanted to talk.
you've
You
been
guys-
nowhere.
Is he one to talk, Beef?
I need a little focus.
yeah.
All three of us at various points have taken
Yeah.
all expense paid
Yeah.
trips to the Bahamas.
I'm not in the
While
Bahamas.
being
I'm
talked to.
researching
He's researching some Phillies picks thing.
Here's
or
the
something.
here's the names of note.
All right.
I don't want your life. Dawson's Creek star James Vanderbeek.
No, he's the quarterback in
Yeah.
yeah.
Varsity Blues. That's
Varsity
why
Blues.
I don't want your life.
Yeah. What's
you
his
know-
name? Mott?
Dan, I
Yeah.
know you know her and I know you love her. Christy Brinkley.
Yeah.
Will hit the dance
Still looks
floor.
good.
God bless her.
Still looks good in her 60s.
Yep.
I got a feeling one of these guys is going to be a better dancer than
By the
other.
way, I'm voting for Christy.
I saw Vanna. I was watching Wheel of Fortune first time in forever. She still looks the same. That must be great camera work.
Bless
huh?
her heart.
Is that what we're
It is
doing?
a wide shot.
Soft focus.
Yeah.
Soft
Our,
focus on Vanna. Soft focus on Vanna.
Our two sports guys who will be in this, I have
Yeah.
a feeling one will be a better dancer than the other.
Yeah.
Former NBA star and noted crackhead Lamar Odom will hit the dance floor.
By the way,
will
he said he's off the porn.
as will
What about the crack?
NFL legend and alleged murderer Ray Lewis.
Oh, jeez.
And
Oh, boy.
now here's your candidate for first guy out for sure.
Yeah.
Former White House press secretary Sean Spicer
Yeah.
will hit it.
He won't last
Season
long.
28.
Yeah.
Also hitting the floor, Kel Mitchell. He's the other guy from Keenan and Kel, the one you don't know.
Okay.
Founding member of the Supremes, Mary Wilson. She's your honorable mention old celebrity.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it, guys.
Yeah,
That's the squad.
I got to say, it wasn't as going over them one by one. I was wrong.
Right. Well, Vanderbeek's a good get.
Yeah.
What is
Christy
it you were
Brinkley's a good
complaining
get.
about Dancing with the Stars? I've got a Shazam Spotlight when we return. That'll be worth paying attention to. This is the drill. It's Custom Tree Searches Thursday.
Football teams are torn this boy apart like a neon dream. It just
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Made in Jacksonville, for Jacksonville, by Jacksonville. 1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Hi, this is Dale Murray, and we're throwing the flag on those big city dealers charging those big city prices. Come see why everybody's driving the distance to Murray Superstores. If we don't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Our starting All-American lineup wins every time. Plus, our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new and qualified used vehicles puts the blitz on the competition. And we'll trade anything from wore-out bed sheets to football cleats. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
A lot of agents can give you insurance. Allstate's Mandy Bowers offers assurance. Assurance that she's built her business on integrity and trust. Assurance that switching your insurance can be hassle-free. Assurance that she's able to write all lines of insurance. The convenience to have all policies under one roof. An assurance that she'll honor a promise to make tough situations as painless as possible. Mandy Bowers is the best in the business, so call her Allstate office today, 292-2724, 292-2724.
American Window Products, rated by Best of the Best Television as the #1 window company in America. Our installers are all American Window Products employees, no outside contractors, no high-pressure sales, just skilled, honest folks that can save you a bundle on your electric bill. Replace your old windows with Eastern Architectural Systems today and pay nothing for installation on 6 or more windows. Visit AmericanWindows.com and check out our video by Best of the Best Television.
American Windows.
Before the surgery, there's a lot of pain. Every time I would swim in a swim meet or any type of race or anything, I was like hunched over in pain.
Stetson Lane talks about her experience with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
And then after the surgery, I'm back to doing everything I used to do, and so I feel great now. I would definitely go back to Southeast Orthopedic. They really made me feel like I was welcomed and at home.
Get your body moving again with Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Find out more at se-ortho.com.
This is the Mangler. By now you've heard my commercial for Advanced Disposal on our need for CDL drivers. As a result, we've added some good drivers to our team. However, we still have some positions to fill. We're looking for CDL drivers in Northeast Florida, especially in Clay County, St. Johns County, and yes, Duval! Come be a starter on our team. Earn a solid wage and get full benefits. Head to our website, advanceddisposal.com/careers, and get signed up today. That's advanceddisposal.com/careers.
Equal opportunity employer.
25 years of NFL football in Jacksonville. Brought to you by McKeever Clinic and Construction Solutions and Supply.
Hey, this is Hacker of XL Primetime. My favorite Jaguar memory, January 4th, 1997. Jacksonville 30, Denver 27. Woody Page didn't have much to say after that game, did he? Go Jaguars.
25 years of Jacksonville Jaguars football. 1010XL, home of the Jaguars.
All right, so here's what happened. Hicken here, my air conditioning goes out. What do I do? It's 5,000 degrees. The wife is dead set on figuring this out and doing it fast. And she expects, and we expect great service. Hey, Bueller Air Conditioning rang the bell. The wife loved them. I loved them. They sent a professional over quickly. And when I say professional, that's what I mean. Clean, courteous, brand new air conditioning system, and Bueller Air made it all happen. Call them today and stay cooler with Bueller.
Bueller Air. Stay cooler with Bueller.
What's up, poker fans? This is Allie McDeal from the Best Bet Card Rooms in Jacksonville and Orange Park. The Jacksonville Summer Series kicks off August 16th and features over $300,000 in guarantees. Satellite into the $590 main event for just $120. With the main event featuring a $200,000 guaranteed prize pool, this is a tournament you won't want to miss. Find all tournament schedules and information at bestbetjacks.com. Best Bet, where anybody can win.
Since 1972, Tobacco Cove on Bay Meadows Road, one of the oldest tobacco shops in Florida, has provided excellent service and selection to Jacksonville with the largest selection of cigars, pipes, and accessories. For the discriminating customer, we offer a shopping experience second to none. Our large walk-in humidor has something for everyone, from limited editions to the old standbys. Our staff has over 50 years of experience. We are more than a smoke shop, we're an experience. At 3849 Bay Meadows Road, come by for the best selection and service.
Yo, this is Tony from Tony D's. Are you looking for a great slice of pizza? Well, we have about 12 varieties. Most places won't have slices of pizza after lunch. At Tony D's, you can get a slice all day. It's always fresh at Tony D's Pizza. Bay Meadows and 295.
Have you heard? It's official. Diamonds Direct has moved. Thanks to the way you've embraced our unique concept, we needed more room, so we've upgraded. We've moved to a brand new store that's 50% larger. It's off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt. You can't miss it. Our new showroom is state-of-the-art. Bright, spacious, modern, with gorgeous lake views and more fine jewelry than you've ever seen in one place. You're gonna love our new home. Same great people, same industry-leading warranties and guarantees, same unbeatable values, but now in a fresh new showroom with even more diamonds, more designer jewelry, more engagement ring mountings, more bands and bracelets and pendants and earrings. It's the best selection in all of Florida. At Diamonds Direct, our passion is celebrating love and new beginnings. And now we invite you to join us in celebrating this new chapter in our life. Diamonds Direct, upgrading your experience yet again with a spectacular new showroom. Now open off Town Center Parkway, just left of the Hyatt behind Firebirds.
Hey Jacksonville, Duval Honda on Cassett Avenue is the real deal. No hype, no gimmicks, no haggle. Just a real fast, real friendly experience online and at the dealership. Choose from a large selection of new Hondas, a 2019 Honda Civic lease price at just $169 per month, or check out the award-winning Honda Accord or Honda CR-V, now leased from $249 per month. You'll love our great selection of used cars and trucks. Duval Honda, we deliver on price, we deliver on service, we deliver to you. The closest Duval dealer is in your driveway. Duval Honda on Cassett Avenue and DuvalHonda.com.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Best text line ever just came in. I'm serious. I mean, most of the stuff on here is...
I want to know more to the story. I want this Guggen to call in right now, and I want him to tell me how he ended up sitting with Vanna. When did he notice it was Vanna? So this Guggen, jaguared up. He's sitting now on the plane. He's got
first class too. So
sitting with a picture, sitting and got a picture with Vanna.
Selfie.
So you walk in, you're like 6B.
Yeah.
You sit down and look over at 6A, and you do a double take. Hey, Vanna.
So his point was,
she's still hot.
Yeah, nothing special with the camera, no soft focus.
Yeah.
She's, in fact, still hot.
Yeah, God bless her.
Vanna's a little younger than you think, too, because I, like you, thought, Miss P and I got into, like I said, I watched Wheel of Fortune for the first time in about 4 years.
Mm-hmm. Mrs. P probably takes a little offense to you saying Vanna's attractive, unlike Honey Boo Boo, where she just shakes her head and...
Not Honey Boo Boo. She's too young. I will be a predator. It's Mama June who I...
Oh, whatever. Mama June. Yeah. Whoever the heck that lady is.
Yeah. Vanna's cute, but she ain't no Mama June. Vanna's a little younger than you think, though. 62.
How old is she?
Like Mama June, you don't need the horny goat weed.
No, man, that's all natural.
Yeah.
You could be a major league player if you're stopping to see. Mama June, you don't have to go by the gas station.
How old is Vanna?
63.
63.
Yeah, not as old as you think. 10 years older than, or maybe even 62. Actually,
just so you understand, to most of our listening audience,
that's what.
That's ancient.
Well, not to our listening audience has been watching Vanna White on Wheel of Fortune since the 80s.
Vanna White came through Jacksonville. We did a Vegas night with her, and I have a picture with Vanna.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
She looks great, though. Yeah.
She didn't really need to say anything. We just looked in each other's eyes, and we sort of knew.
That's happened before.
Yeah. You know how it is with me.
Sure.
But it was beautiful. Yeah, it was wonderful.
All right, on the text line, which Dolphin fan will Leonard be giving his jersey to tonight?
Oh, no.
I'm with that one on that one. I don't care what that guy does with the jersey. We gave it to an Eagles fan. He can do whatever he wants. Take a trip with it, to put it in a fire. I don't care what you do with it. You gave it to the enemy. So what do you expect? Here's a question on the text line that I was wondering. I'm glad it was brought back up again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm under the impression, but I haven't heard this straight from Xfinity's mouth, that the ACC network will be up and running in the Jacksonville market by the end of the week, by the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Clemson, Georgia Tech, that's ACC Network. There's ACC Network games that FSU is going to be featured on that right now is not available. And now, I don't know if it's not available or if the ACC Network itself is not up and running nationwide.
ACC Network debuts today?
24th, I think. What day is that?
No, it's today.
Yeah, so today.
Yeah, which is not the 24th, right? What's today?
22nd.
Yeah. So ACC Network debuts today. And you're saying it's not available on my television station?
I did a pretty good thorough search when I read about a story in the
Googans will know. I think it's available. It might
it's
be
not available right now.
Might be available on DirecTV, but not available on Comcast. Something along those lines, perhaps.
Sure. And I would think that most people still are cable over the satellite television. I would think.
Yeah, I have no idea, but yeah, that's
for now.
Sure.
Cable lives its last dying days.
As
for now, as cable lives its last dying days.
Yeah, understood.
Yeah, it says it's on DirecTV along with the ATT TV now and live streaming services like Hulu.
So basically everywhere but
PlayStation
Comcast.
View,
They haven't
YouTube
got
TV,
together with
those
Comcast.
places. Right.
This is reminiscent of when these local affiliates, in fact, yours had a beef with DirecTV and you couldn't get them.
Yeah.
Your local affiliate.
I think CBS is still beefing with DirecTV right now.
Yeah.
In some markets. Some markets they're on and going, like obviously Hicken Station is.
Drill poll question of the day presented by Lockett Law, DUI, and Criminal Defense. Know before you blow. Call our buddy Lee Lockett, 858-9818. What do you want to see tonight in the Jags game? One thing, Foles touchdown pass, 3 explosive plays. Explosive is 20 yards or more. Leonard, 2 runs, 15 yards, sack and a turnover. 58% want to see Foles zing one. I bet if it was a Foles deep touchdown pass, I'd like to see Foles take a shot.
Like get hit?
No, throw it. Take a shot down the field.
Like
Boom.
one.
Well,
trying to go for like 35 downtown.
Yeah, throw one up deep. That's what they've been doing in training camp. Let's see that.
I'll dime bet you that he throws one deep to Chris Conley tonight.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
No, I know you won't.
Yeah.
That will happen.
Yeah.
In fact, although do you waste it? You don't waste it, do you? You don't waste a play action pass to Leonard Fournette the first play of the game, do you?
Why not?
Well,
why not?
Waste it on the first play of the game against the Chiefs.
Well, I mean, just let's go. Take the shackles off and let's rock and roll. We're not hiding anything from the Chiefs. The Chiefs aren't going to go, oh, God, I didn't know they were going to do that.
Getting some answers on where ACC Network is available. Yeah, we understand PlayStation View, Fire Stick, whatever. It's not on cable. That's what we're talking about.
By the way, this program right now is on YouTube. You can watch it at 1010XL Video and also on Twitch at 1010XL Jacksonville.
What program are you
this
talking
program
about?
right now with the show we're doing.
We're live
you can
on
see us. We're live.
Worldwide?
Yeah, I would like us to add some other platforms, Roku and
Perhaps.
Apple TV. And
you love Roku. You don't even know what it is.
No idea. But I think we should be on it.
Okay.
Facebook it right here.
Why don't you call Roku and say, I want to be on you?
Here we go.
What are you doing now?
I'm on Facebook.
You need
No,
more.
you're not on
You
Facebook.
need more outlets.
Some other platforms.
Wow.
Yeah. Just wanted to.
Expanding every minute. You ought to start writing a Sunday column.
Not going to do that. So away we go. Jags, Dolphins coming up tonight. We got the big boys, Joe and Troy, doing the game.
I'm sure they looked at the schedule and said, yes.
What about that?
Doral on Thursday.
That's awesome, man.
South Beach Thursday night.
Yeah.
See Brockmeyer on Friday. We're good to go.
Yeah, this will be fun. So I look forward to hearing some good Jaguar talk on the national
You do,
circuit.
huh?
Yeah, man, I'm excited.
You're talking them up, will they?
I haven't been this revved up for a preseason football game in a long, long time. Maybe since 1995 in the Hall of Fame game with the Panthers. It's been that long.
It probably
Maybe
is.
it was the home game with the Rams that season. I don't know. St. Louis, I believe. I think they wore the blue and gold.
You know who scored a touchdown? 2, in fact, for the Rams that night.
Who?
Isaac Bruce. He was just a young guy, hadn't done anything yet.
He did something that night.
Yes, he did.
I saw that ESPN reviewed every single draft pick, and I was thinking about this. You know what? If you're a good football player, you go into camp and you start to make. It's like, and I'm not putting this on the Jaguar level. I'm putting this on the whole, NFL
league wide.
level. Yeah, like if somebody is, well, he's still got, then he's not there. You know what I mean? Great football players, they come in and they boom. Like, you know who's flashed right away? Brian Burns, the FSU
Panthers.
kid. Yeah, He had 2 sacks in his first preseason game.
Yeah, you want to see that.
Yeah.
Not, he had a tackle for loss against the run one time.
Yeah.
Which is Josh Allen of the Jaguars.
Yeah, I'd like to see Josh Allen flash a little bit
What
more.
happens when – it's going to get damn confusing when the Jaguars play the Bills.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Josh Allen's after Josh Allen, and Josh Allen has success on the play. Well, which Josh Allen?
You know, so I'm just looking through. Like, I'm looking for guys like Nick Bosa. We all think Nick Bosa is going to be a good football player, but Nick Bosa is injured, right?
Yeah, the Bosa boys seem to stay injured.
But he has to stay on the field because he's so talented. And I kind of remove the quarterbacks, but even the quarterbacks, if the quarterbacks are going to be great players, they usually start showing that they're going to be great players quickly, you know? Devin White has stepped in right away as a starting middle linebacker and leader of the defense. He's done a tremendous job in both areas. A kid that we all really liked, right?
Right. So LSU kid?
Yeah. Josh Allen did make a play on his first
play
of
first
the
play of the game.
preseason.
Yeah, very first play.
Tossed a tackle aside.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but that's it. That's all we've seen. He hasn't played a lot either, though, now.
Ed Oliver.
Yeah, he's
doing
for
some
Buffalo.
things in Buffalo.
Yeah, he has.
Devin Bush.
Another one. Steelers.
Looked really
he's
good
gonna
with
be
the
perfect.
Steelers.
He's going to be a perfect fit there.
Of course, the Bengals get Jonah Williams. He's out for the year.
I mean, before they even started camp.
Jeez.
Which the Jags were, interested in for sure.
Rashawn Gary, defensive end of the Packers. Nothing. Hadn't got a tackle yet. Christian Wilkins, Dolphins. Hasn't made many wow plays in camp or this preseason. But
Is he the one that went higher than people thought? Or the Raiders did that?
Cleveland Farrell is the one who went 4th. And everybody went, ooh. So.
Did I just hear something?
No, I don't believe so. I mean, how do you do that?
That was
There's
on
something else.
YouTube. The YouTube viewers
nothing.
saw that.
They heard it, dude.
I didn't. There was nothing to.
I think we just had
nothing from me. You didn't see anything.
Burned a hole in that leather chair.
Professor's name? What's the professor's name? What's the dude's name, Beef, on ESPN? Clayton.
John Clayton.
We wanted.
Why would you do
that? Oh, no!
Oh, no, it has reached across.
Oh,
You are some piece of work.
Oh!
Do not
You could've gave
fan
me a
your
warning.
nonsense
Give me a
over here.
warning. I gave you a warning.
This is an all-timer by you.
That's terrible.
To put this on me after your documented stuff yesterday, what's wrong with you?
I want to play back,
Stop
Beef.
it.
I want to play back.
Go ahead, play it back. It's your own.
Oh, my God.
You should know exactly it came from you. Here's some piece of work. I mean, how you do this? What are you talking about?
You just farted.
Oh, come on. You did that. It's unbelievable.
You
this
can't
guy.
do it in the middle of the segment.
Who did what?
We've
now?
got a good 10 minutes to go.
Are you kidding me?
I'm ready to go to a commercial.
You are some piece of work. Oh, man. There are guys right now driving around with other guys in the truck, and one of them's like you, doing it and blaming someone else. Every day you do this to me. It's been going on for years. What happened in here yesterday? Let's ask. I bet you Beef will know. I don't know which one of you, your overreaction, your embellishment.
What are you talking
Leave me
about?
out of this.
Beef doesn't want it. He's already had to take. He's already. Oh, golly, dude. I mean, come on.
It's rich.
It's just not right. It's unprofessional. Hostile work environment.
Get the Bible out and putting your hand on it and letting you talk. Go right to the core.
Did you just invoke the Bible?
I did.
Over a misplaced fart?
Wow. No, I don't mind the misplaced
gonna
fart.
put you on
I
the
own
road.
mine.
Yeah. Yes, you apparently.
I ain't owning this one. That's you.
You're unbelievable,
Vicious.
dude. Seriously. What's wrong
Awful
with you?
Gonna put you under oath.
Why would you do that?
Juwan Taylor was competing with former first-round pick Cedric to be the starter at right tackle.
I think.
And on pace to win the job, but banged his knee during a joint practice with Baltimore. It set him back a bit. Deebo Samuel was picked right after Juwan Taylor. Got off to a slow start in camp, but has picked up the
He had to
pace
play the
in
other
recent
night, I
weeks.
saw.
Yeah. Either way, Samuel profiles as the ideal Z receiver in the Niners offense. Of course, Jimmy G has to hit him with the passes, though.
Well, maybe he needs another trip to Juggalos.
Greg Little was the Ole Miss kid who was thought to be a high pick. Went 37th to the Panthers. He's not starting, but they say he's not far off.
tackle, right?
Mm-hmm. Cody Ford, another guy. Is he the Oklahoma guy, I believe? The Bills got him in the second round.
I think they like him, don't they? Or
yeah,
no?
his position flexibility has proven vital to the Bills because they have a bunch of injuries. So you just start to look at these guys.
But yet, still, again, this is a preseason storyline. We'll know better in October.
Oh, sure.
And the lights go on, and you're getting sustained, consistent reps, and,
Tight end is rarely a plug-and-play position, but Irv Smith Jr. has made early strides. He should impact the offense and is expected to be a big part of the passing game as a hybrid tight end wide receiver.
I saw somebody saying that Fant has looked better than
Hawkinson.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
true. They're happy with Hawkinson in Detroit.
Yeah, I believe that.
Mecole Hardman,
he's really opened eyes out there. But again, man,
I know.
Doing it against the other team's scrubs because you're an elite starter level player, and there'll be a little bit of regression when you're facing other elite starter level players. And most teams now don't even show you elite starter level players in the preseason.
And this is where you get frustrated. Then we go to our two guys in the third round, and neither are playing.
Right, because of injury.
Yeah. And other guys are playing and contributing and starting, you know?
Yeah.
So that's frustrating. And you can't, listen, I saw Chase Winovich, the kid from Michigan. He's in New England. They love him up there, of course.
He's a New England player. Fits right in the mold.
He's going to wear.
They get rid of a Ninkovich, you got to sign a Minovich.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest.
Winovich wears Ninkovich and Vrabel's number.
What a shocker.
Here you go. Michigan alum is a chance to help immediately in sub packages as a rusher and also on special teams.
There was a rookie last year who certainly did even more than you could have hoped for out of. But I'm finding as we get closer to this regular season, I'm getting a big case of Baker Mayfield fatigue. And, Hick, I'm starting to think this may be the next guy that you love to hate. It's hard to root for Baker Mayfield. I did. And he's hard to root for.
I think you don't. I think unless he's your guy, then you love him, right?
But is he going to be? He's going to be that guy, just that smug, smart A, thinks he's better than you guy because he does. He thinks he's better than the vets. He calls out his own. Duke Johnson's been in the league 6 years. You don't tell him how it's done.
Yeah.
I just calling out on the other players, and then. Because now what happens inevitably is you go back and you drag up all the Oklahoma stuff and the, running from the cops, and I hope it keeps going straight for him, because if it doesn't, I wonder what happens if it goes sideways on Baker Mayfield. Where does that cockiness and that swagger go then?
Patrick has tweeted, watching the Twitch feed is like seeing into the future, no time delay, so it's ahead of the FM broadcast. So that's kind of a fun thing if you want to do it that way, if you want to watch us on YouTube or Twitch, by the way. I think it's funny because for years and years, everybody's like, when are the Browns going to succeed? When are the Browns going to succeid? And now the Browns have a chance to succeed, and now a lot of NFL fans are like, the heck with the Browns. I don't like the Browns.
You know why?
I don't like Baker. I don't like Odell.
But it's Baker Mayfield. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He's the face and voice. If it was Andrew Luck,
yeah,
or Deshaun Watson, if it was a likable guy, then I think people would. You've hit a good point, and it doesn't matter if you're a Cleveland fan. You don't care what other non-Cleveland fans think about your team or whether or not they're going to root for them.
Mm-hmm.
But what would be kind of a feel-good, almost like the Red Sox to win the series or the Cubs to win a series. They've been so feudal for so long that the country kind of gets behind them. I think Cleveland would have been that team, and I because of Baker Mayfield's personality more than his play, I don't think that they will.
The Browns are have a great opportunity. They open with Tennessee and at the Jets. They could be 2-0 and then hosting the Rams on Sunday Night Football.
It's funny.
But how many times have we seen the story done on a 2-0 team who by season's end is,
hop off of that. Hop off of that for a second.
Yeah.
That page you're on.
Yeah.
The Browns schedule.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you a question.
All right.
Think of a team that's not the Browns, a good team.
A good team?
Yeah.
Okay.
And not the Patriots. Not a great team. Like any other good team. All right, the Chargers.
Yeah.
Now, tell me how the Chargers would do against this schedule.
Okay.
We'll start at Baltimore.
Well, they beat them in the playoffs there last year, but it's tough. They can beat them. Yeah.
So 1-0.
Yeah.
At San Francisco. You
Right
want to
now-
backtrack and say it's a split of the two? Or we're going to go 2-0?
Two in a row on the road is tough. I'd
So-
say split.
So 1-1.
Yeah.
Seattle at home.
Chargers, I say they win that.
Okay.
Although, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
1-2, 2-1. Okay.
all right. At New England.
Oof, boy.
Right? Tough.
Yeah, loss.
2-2.
At best.
At Denver.
Yeah, they'll win, but that's not easy.
Tough. Yeah. All right. Say 3-2.
Yeah.
Buffalo at home.
That's a win.
Yeah. Pittsburgh at home.
Win or a loss, yeah. 5 and where are we at? How many have we done?
4-2. This is the 7th game. So they're 5-2 or 4-3.
5-2, 4-3. Okay.
Then you got Miami at home. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
So we'll say
5-3 at the break.
All right. Cincinnati at home.
Win.
It gets a little bit easier. At Arizona.
Win.
Washington at home.
Win.
Oh wait, that's not right. We're done. We're done basically at the end. What I did there just to emphasize, I changed the team. That's not the Chargers. That's the Browns schedule.
Yeah.
So while there's all this love for the Browns, like you said, and by the way, Tennessee at home is no gimme.
No.
Mike Vrabel is a hard-nosed coach.
Yeah.
Tennessee,
We know that.
Marcus Mariota has been a victim of playing through injury.
Yeah.
And it's killed his reputation. A lot of guys won't play if it means they can't play up to their standard for the insults and the, and I think the reason Mariota's stats have been worse is because he's tried to play hurt and he's not able to play as well. At the Jets is not going to be an easy game on Monday Night Football.
No.
They got Le'Veon Bell. Sam Darnold's improving. They're going to play up the Mayfield Darnold. And so then you got, like you said, the Rams at home.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're at Baltimore. So the first 4, you could be 2-2.
Oh, yeah.
Then you got at San Francisco, Seattle.
Yeah.
You could split those and be 3-3.
Yeah.
Then you're at New England. You're 3-4.
Yeah.
So, again, for an established team like the Steelers or the Chargers, that's a difficult schedule. Who knows what it's going to be for a Browns team that is just full of personalities and potential chaos.
All right, let's turn our attention to the Jags in the last hour and, of course, some college football as well as the Gators and Canes get ready to play on Saturday night. We are now just, a couple days away from football.
I do want to give the Shazam Spotlight before we go to break. I did say that was coming up next. So it's brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstore, Stark and Kingston, worth that short drive. Save on these big city prices. Also down in Stark, you got a Murray Superstore. It gives you some other brand options. That's where we went. My daughter's just ecstatic, and they treated it so good down there. So anyway, look, it doesn't mean as much in baseball. It's way too haphazard for this to be as big a deal as if it were like a football game. But by the Vegas gambling line, the biggest upset in baseball history occurred last night. Dan, there have been a lot of games in baseball history, you think? Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Think about that. Each team plays 162 games, so that's 162 times 15. We're at 4 figures per year.
Right.
But last night, with Justin Verlander pitching at home against the American League's worst team, the Detroit Tigers, or one of the worst at least. You had about $520 to win 100. They were minus 520, and the Tigers were plus 485. A $100 bet got you $485 in winnings. That's how much of an underdog the Tigers were last night.
Jeez.
And the odds makers looked pretty smart. The Tigers were held to 2 hits. But they were both home runs.
Oh, man.
They beat the Astros 2-1, and now the owners of the biggest
But wasn't the
upset.
Astros Orioles earlier this year the biggest?
Small, but it was smaller than this one. This one passed it. So
And that was Verlander again. And they lost.
They did lose. Yeah, I think so. So anyway, that's your
Don't bet on baseball, gang.
That's your Shazam
Unless you're
Spotlight.
Ping, who's got to figure it out.
Oh, yeah, for now. He's off that again. Brought to you by ShazamAuto.com.
Investigate Verlander.
We return on a custom tree surgeons Thursday.
The 1010XL studios are kept clean by Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Catch high school football play-by-play on 1010XL.
I'm Coach Tobin of the Bold Bulldogs. So we're excited to start the season at the Bold City Showcase against University Christian. Catch the play-by-play live at 7 on 1010 a.m.
Warning. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. The world is changing. Isn't it time smoking changed too? Meet Vuse Alto, a vapor product offering you a satisfying alternative to cigarettes. With long-lasting pods filled with liquid blended in the U.S., Vuse Alto delivers our highest performing vapor yet. Simple to use, surprisingly quiet, and impressively powerful. Views, leading the way today, tomorrow, and the future. Underage sale prohibited.
Marine Max Jacksonville Beach and Grady White Boats are both ready to get you on the water today. Grady White is celebrating 60 years of providing the ultimate boat ownership experience. Whether you are a hardcore fisherman or just want to enjoy cruising Northeast Florida waters, Grady White has 27 models from 18 to 45 feet to choose from. Visit Marine Max Jacksonville Beach, marinemax.com/Jacksonville.
Hear ye, hear ye! The Great Car Sale of 2019 is September 13th and 14th at the Morocco Shrine Auditorium. Brought to you by 1-2-1 Financial, Jacksonville's hometown credit union. Featuring over 500 used and late model cars, trucks, and SUVs from 10 local dealers. Audi, Toyota, BMW, Ford, you name it, we have it. Huge discounts and deals all day at the biggest car sale of the year. September 13th and 14th at the Morocco Shrine. Get pre-approved for a loan as low as 1.89% at 121fcu.org.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Fast, easy, and convenient glass repair and replacement. That's how Lee & Cates does it. Commercial, residential, automotive. For more information and to request a quote, visit LeeandCatesGlass.com.
Adamak Harley-Davidson wants you to be the first to see the new 2020 models, whether you ride or want to learn to ride. Join us for our open house Saturday, September 7th at all 3 Adamak locations. Test rides new product and be entered to win an Adamak shopping spree. Don't forget, we take anything with a VIN on trade. Stop in today, and our newest location will be opening this fall in St. Augustine. Visit AdamacHarley.com or see dealer for details.
This is John Von Thron, orthopedic surgeon for your Jacksonville Armada FC. At Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute, we are proud to provide sports medicine services to the Armada, the Jaguars, the Sharks, Jacksonville University, the Axemen, Florida State College of Jacksonville, and for the majority of local high schools and community events. With the most experienced, caring, and fellowship-trained specialists in orthopedics, it's no wonder why coaches, parents, and athletes choose JOI. Call JOI 2000 or online at joi.net. Go where the pros go.
Imagine windows in your home that are 2 times stronger than vinyl, never fog up, are maintenance-free, and custom designed for you. Lauren Brooks here for Renewal by Andersen. Visit renewalbyandersen.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. Renewal by Andersen, a better way to a better window. Take advantage of the semi-annual sale with 20% off windows and patio doors. Restrictions apply. See their website for details. This is a limited time offer. License number CGC 1527613.
At IHRS, use PRP stem cell technology to grow your hair back. Now at IHRS, there's no downtime. Go to hairforme.com or call 302-5703.
Hi, this is Lisa the Botanista from the Freedom Boat Club, where we anchor your worries away. Freedom, that's what you deserve after a hard day's work. But you know, you're still not sure about this whole no maintenance, no cleaning, no hassle boating and how it really works? So come to our open house this weekend, 10 to 4, take a free boat ride, talk to our members. Follow our Facebook page at Freedom Boat Club, Jacksonville, Jacksonville Beach, and St. Augustine to find out where you can get a free boat ride this weekend. Or check us out at freedomboatclub.com.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
For the best price and service when it comes to your waste hauling and collecting, look no further than the A-Team at All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. Jet Prosser here, and let me tell you, you're not going to find an easier way to handle your project cleanups than calling in the A-Team at All-American. A J.B. Coxwell company, All-American Roll-Off and Recycling has brand new trucks and cans in all sizes to fit your project needs. No hidden fees. Count on the best price in town. When it comes to cleaning up when the job is done, go with the A-Team at All-American Roll-Off and Recycling. Visit us at all-americanrolloff.com.
This is Peppermint Patty. We know you work hard, and we have the truck you need. You need to check out March Motors on Atlantic Boulevard or online at marchmotors.com. Even if you've had credit problems in the past, because at March Motors, remember, good credit, bad credit, we don't care.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by Duval Honda. I'm Taylor Dahl for 1010XL. It's game day for the Jaguars. Jacksonville takes on Miami tonight at 8 as we finally get the chance to see the starters on the field for the first time this preseason. Our coverage begins at 3 o'clock with the Coastal Equipment Kickoff Show featuring Lauren Brooks, Hayes Carlyon, and Tony Smith. And don't forget, huge weekend for high school football as the Bold City Showcase takes place this Saturday with 3 marquee matchups back-to-back on 1010XL live from Skinner Barco Stadium at the Bowl School. Lee versus Bartram Trail, followed by Atlantic Coast versus defending state champion Mandarin at 4 and University Christian Bulls at 7. FanFest opens at 11:30. Go to jackshighschool912.com for information. 9 o'clock and 78 degrees. Time and temp are brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Our Thursdays, as always, brought to you by Custom Tree Surgeons at CustomTreeSurgeons.com. Hurricane season is coming, if it's not here already. And maybe not at least locally, but inevitably it's time of year where we get a lot of storm damage. And when you do, the one name you need to count on is Custom Tree Surgeons. So, look, you don't need them now, but let me just take care of one of your stresses if and when something does happen. Just commit that name to memory. Custom Tree Surgeons and CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
Well, the Gators of Miami go Saturday night, and if you're expecting a Gator-heavy crowd in Orlando, fan forecast projection for Vivid Seats says think again. The online ticket marketplace uses my favorite thing, algorithms, and some proprietary data to come up with estimates over the last 3 days. Miami has been the number 2 city in looking for tickets behind Orlando, but ahead of Tampa, Atlanta, and Gainesville. They are projecting more of a 50-50 crowd, so we shall see.
Yeah. Well, here's the one thing that you have to keep in mind, that if you're not all the Miami, it's not like it's Auburn, Alabama. Like, if they were coming from Auburn, they'd be all Auburn fans.
Right.
But if the ticket requests are coming from Miami, there's you know, a chance that there's a larger percentage, at least, of those, which would be Gator fans. I could care less if it's a home game. Who cares?
Yeah.
Right? I don't think it's going to matter. You think what the crowd split is going to matter on Saturday? Although I would question the Canes fans why they don't go to their own games.
Yeah.
Right?
Gators and Hurricanes played every year from 44 to 87 before the rivalry took a hiatus. Since 2000, Miami's won 5 of 6, including the 2 bowl games on neutral sites. Florida was 3-3 against the spread as a favorite against Power 5 teams last year, including losses to Kentucky and Missouri. Miami is 1-4 as an underdog in the last 2 seasons, with the only game last season a loss to Virginia. Canes are 3-3 against ranked teams in the same 2-year stretch.
It's a tough spot for Miami because of all the newness. You got a new quarterback, a new coach. It's, a lot of new offensive linemen literally have never played. This game would have a little bit different feel in October when you knew, especially. I mean, I think we have a pretty good idea of what Florida is. Whether or not they play to that this Saturday or anytime this year, we'll find out. But there certainly is a little bit more proven about Florida as compared to Miami, but get those rivalry games going. Look, I remember this time last year, and Miami was supposed to crush LSU.
Yeah.
Right? Neutral site game. Canes coming off the 10-win season. They were a preseason top 10 team.
The general consensus about how the game will play out is tight early, and then Florida, because it's better, will pull away, which is the general thought process when you get ready for a game like that. It's generally how people think games will go, where one team is favored by 7.5 points, and that's what they're favored by.
Yeah. Florida, by the way, that defensive line is going to be hit when it comes to depth. Already injured guy.
Elijah Cunliffe.
Yeah, Cunliffe is already out with an injury. He'll probably going to miss the year. 2 other Gator defensive linemen, I'm told, are going to be subject to missing the game, whether it's suspension or injury. One maybe to Daryl Slayton, waiting on another name.
Okay.
Feeding the mania.
Mm-hmm.
It's Joe Yu.
Oh, you of the Joe.
This should be, every day just brings a more preposterous supposition than the last. So this should be.
I think today he will tell us that Jaron Williams is poised to win 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 Heisman trophies.
Wow.
much like his take on one Kirby Freeman years ago, which really started to suck the credibility out of the caller known as Joe U.
Bino U.
Yes.
Hey, boy, can y'all stop this nonsense about our fans not going to games? You have Google. Use your little fingers and take a look at our attendance the last 3 years.
Okay.
I mean, it's nonsensical. We sell out. And when we travel, see, unlike the Gators, we actually leave the state and play people. So we play out. We've been in Nebraska, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, all those type of places. We start with Alabama, not next year, but year after next.
So you did much like Georgia did in South Bend last year, and had thousands and thousands of Canes fans when you played them.
When we played at South Bend, we played them in Chicago. We had thousands and thousands. Bruh, we're a national brand. When you said yesterday, you don't know, or maybe it was the day before yesterday, you were saying,
yes,
I wouldn't go to Miami. I want to go to a place.
Hell no,
so
I
big.
wouldn't.
It's like the Raiders, bro. I was at Universal Studios a couple years in Los Angeles. There's a Raiders store.
That's a perfect analogy. Neither one has been good in 20 years. You hit it right on the head.
Hey, maybe so, but my point is that the brand, bro. We have equity in this brand. People,
I know.
There are people that play for. I know guys that.
You were 4th in the ACC in attendance last year. Is that good?
People are lining up to. By the way, 4th in the league, where half of the stadiums seat 40.
Oh, that was in 2017. I'm sorry. 2017, you were 4th.
Yeah, the offense killed us last year.
Yeah.
So apathy set in late.
By the way, the numbers were down from 17 to 16, so declining attendance.
Anyway, back to the game.
Yes, I'm sorry. But you said, I'm just trying to get facts right here because you proclaim that Miami gets more fans than anybody in the country, I think is what you said.
I didn't say that. I said you make it seem like there's 10,000 people. Like I told you before, since like 2000, when I was in the rain, we played Rutgers like the first game of the year in 2001. And it was me and it was about 25,000 hardcore Cane fans that stood in that rain, that waited for the delay. And that's our base of a really diehard. But as far as nationally and the brand and big games and stuff, like I said, I've been to Oklahoma, Canes. Everybody across the country, there's a group of people. I lived in Bloomington Normal, and there are guys I lived there from 98 to 2002. Come 2000, everybody was pulling out their Canes sweatshirts that they had in the closet that they had put aside. Right now, there are other teams that are hotter in these streets than us. You know what I'm saying? But we're coming back. You cannot kill this dynasty. There's more talent within 100 miles of our campus than anywhere in the world. We just have had horrible coaches. When we had Coker, I told you he was horrible.
When will you turn on Manny Diaz?
I'm giving Manny a shot. I like what he's done.
Okay, because you liked every coach they've had since Larry Coker.
When they first started, I mean,
by the way, again, I've got to walk behind you, Joe. You're like taking a dog for a walk. You got to take that poop bag. You can't just leave it there for other people to step in. And the reality, the factual analysis of Miami's home attendance over the last.
Now you're getting away from.
Hold on.
I'm telling you that.
Hold on. Over the last 5 years, not this year, last year, or the next. Over the last 5 years, is 53,000 fans. 38th in college football, nestled between such traditional, iconic brands as Arizona State and Kansas State.
And by the way,
38th in the country, Joe. I can feel the passion oozing out of here. You are the biggest fact error that's ever walked the earth.
Get him out of here.
I mean, right, Hick? I mean, come on, man. I mean, I don't know what Miami's attendance is. I don't pay attention. I just know a lot of those crazy shots you see where there's looks like
empty
a Suns
stadium.
game, right?
Well, I would again, that would be tickets distributed, not actual fan attendance.
38th between Arizona State and Kansas State. And by the way, you play in a big stadium.
Yeah.
That if you were full of this iconic brand passion that you speak of, would be, full to the rafters.
Also correct.
I do remember Florida playing in that stadium in a national title game, Dan. It seemed like all the seats were filled. It's amazing.
Also correct.
Again, Miami does have a proud tradition. You can't call up telling me how great the 49ers are because Steve Young was so awesome. The 49ers are like Miami. Shoot, the 49ers have at least flashed again. Miami, his history is awesome, but it's not even recent anymore. That year that they went out and beat, Nebraska with Andre Johnson and McGahee hurt his knee, that's like 2002, Dan.
Yeah.
That's literally almost 20 years ago. They've had, I'm pretty sure, like one good year since then. And I believe in Miami more than you. But Joe, you can't call and say that Miami's attendance joke is not real and then force me to look it up, and yes, it is. By the way, not that Florida and FSU lead all comers, but the Noles are 18th in attendance, not 37th, and we've seen some woeful crowds there.
Yep.
And Florida, through some down years and some woeful crowds, is 11th between Nebraska and Auburn, averaging 87,580, or roughly 35,000 more fans. I don't get into the attendance game. I don't really care. I just want my team to win.
The Googans on the text line also have weighed in on Joe.
Yes.
Yeah, Joe, the last couple of years when I turn on a Miami game, the stadiums are packed with empty seats. Again, on the text line, built by Lifetime Enclosures. This guy is beyond delusional.
Yeah.
Does Joe know that crack is unhealthy?
Oh, dear. This is my favorite. I'd rather listen to Dan and Jeff battle over who farted than listen to Joe Yu and his nonsense.
I like this guy. You guys are such blanks. I love when you just go on the text line and call guys curse words.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just so awesome and epic, and I guess you get just what you want. You get like a sane, intelligent person scoffing at you. That's what I love about people like this. They like to be scoffed at. Like that's a badge of honor. So whoever sent you guys are such blanks. Mirror time, Chief. Mirror time. Let's talk to Allie McNeil. See what's happening at the poker room.
Let's do it. Sweet Allie.
Good morning. I have to tell you guys, my favorite time to talk to you is when you're super fired up about something, because then I feel like what I really want to do right now is I want to spout out some information and make Crossler look it up and then tell me that I'm wrong. I want that to happen, and then I want people to chime in on the text line about what an absolute terrible poker player I am, because that just makes it fun, right? It makes it even better when you beat them.
I like that.
That's what I like.
I like that attitude. What do you got cooking, Allie?
Lots of stuff happening right now. The main event for the Summer Series kicks off today at noon. $570 buy-in, $20,000 prize pool, guaranteed prize pool. You can play today at noon, Friday at noon, Saturday at noon, and then you come back and finish it out on Sunday. So lots of poker happening there. Tonight, there is a ladies-only cash game, which will be live streamed at 6 p.m. Yours truly will be in the game, so hopefully you guys can tune into that and watch how you either play poker or watch me just get destroyed. Only one of those two things will happen, and I don't know which one it will be yet. So if you want to check that out, you can watch it on Facebook Live, or you can go to Twitch and check them out on their Twitch channel. And, of course, you can also go to YouTube and watch it there. If you're not much of a tournament player and you don't really want to watch us play and you feel like coming to the room to play tonight, please do so. Remember, Saturday is the final day where they are giving away cruise packages. So the high hand winners will receive a cruise package for two. Leaves out of Fort Lauderdale on the Allure of the Seas. It is a 7-night cruise. You get $500 in travel cash plus a $360 entry into that main event tournament that happens on the ship. So great value there. So make sure you head over to Jacksonville on Saturday and hopefully participate and win one of those cruises. It is the first week of November, I believe, and I'll be on the ship as well. So we're going to have a good old time.
Thank you, Sweet Allie.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. Jeff Prosser, before we head to break, I'm going to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I saw this the other day, and you may know the answer to this. Who has the longest winning or losing streak of preseason games right now in the NFL?
I wish Peyton was still playing. That'd be an easy answer.
Yeah.
They went 0 for 6 years in a row.
This team has, I believe, lost 11 in a row.
They've lost 11 preseason games in a row.
11 preseason games in a row. In fact, their last preseason win came against the Jacksonville Jaguars in 2016.
Redskins.
Oh, your Atlanta Falcons.
Really?
So that shows you how much it matters.
That many, huh?
And the headline here says, and I don't think this is true, Atlanta Falcons, 11 straight preseason losses is troubling.
Why?
Is it troubling? Why? No. Who cares?
Last year was their first losing season in 6 years, and that's because the whole team got hurt.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I think Atlanta's a little under the radar. Remember how good their defense was playing in 17, Hick?
Yeah.
It was kind of jaggy a little
11
bit.
preseason games in a row. That's
And then
a lot.
they lost that Deion Jones, and they lost Keanu O'Neal, and they lost just everybody on defense last year.
That's 0-4, 0-4, and 0-2 so far, and one loss before that.
Yeah, if it works, keep going.
Yeah.
All right, it's Custom Tree Surgeons Thursday.
We got Mark Richt coming up.
Awesome. He is with the ACC Network.
Oh, no, we don't. Oh, we're working on it. We might have Mark Richt coming up.
If we do, we'll ask him about Joe U.
All right.
Now, the Lamb Rant, brought to you by the Best Bet Card Rooms at Jacksonville and Orange Park.
If you're not a fan of the Cowboys, you're probably enjoying the dilemma they're dealing with. Too many star players and not enough money under the salary cap system to go around to satisfy their needs. But don't enjoy yourself too much. Your team could soon face the same dilemma, and yes, that includes the Jaguars. Yannick Ngakoue has already made his position clear, missing mandatory time to drive home his point. Jalen Ramsey hasn't been subtle in letting everyone know he expects an armored truckload of money real soon. Can Miles Jack be far behind with such demands? D.D. Westbrook, A.J. Boye, whomever. Even though the salary cap increases significantly every year, the increase can't keep up with the players' demands, often while they're already under contract. Yeah, we're in an age when so many players are not rational in what they think they're worth.
Check out Uncle Dave's column at 1010XL.com on the homepage. Look for Lamb at Large. The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray, and we're throwing the flag on those big city dealers charging those big city prices. Come see why everybody's driving the distance to Murray Superstores. If we don't have it, the manufacturer doesn't build it. Our starting All-American lineup wins every time. Plus, our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty on all new and qualified used vehicles puts the blitz on the competition. And we'll trade anything from wore-out bed sheets to football cleats. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
Want to test your skills on some of the world's most famous courses? Well, at Coastal Indoor Golf, you can. Owner Brian Sherrill here. Try one of our 120-plus courses on our TrackMan simulator while enjoying a beer with your buds. Limited availability. Call 372-4518. 372-4518.
Gentlemen, discover the new medical treatment that Viagra doesn't want you to know about. I'm Bradley I with Synergenics Elite Health, and we offer GainsWave. It's a simple 20-minute in-office procedure. GainsWave is non-invasive, and it restores the poor blood flow that causes ED. Stop popping pills and scheduling intimacy. Call 904-500-5500. Consultations are free. Mention this radio station for $150 off your first treatment. Call Synergenics Elite Health at 904-500-5500 to learn about the GainsWave ED treatment today.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey here, and I want to know, are your drafty windows letting all that cool air right back outside? Will they protect your home from Florida's unpredictable weather? If not, then it's time for the peace of mind that comes only with Pella Windows and Doors. Pella offers durable wood, fiberglass, and vinyl products in various styles and designs to best complement your home. So visit the Pella of Jacksonville showroom on Phillips Highway next to Tesla, or find them at PellaJacks.com. That's Pella Windows and Doors at PellaJacks.com.
Go behind enemy lines with Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline.
Welcome to the Secret Service.
He travels with the team to bring you insights and interviews. Behind Enemy Lines is brought to you by Porsche Jacksonville on Atlantic and Pella Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Republic Services is now hiring CDL drivers in Duval and St. Johns counties. Join the team of over 33,000 employees across the U.S. with Republic Services. New drivers get a $2,000 sign-on bonus and competitive benefits. Over 50% of managers in Northeast Florida started their careers as drivers. You can build a career too. Join the Republic Services team and make a positive impact on your community and environment. For more information and to apply, wear the star, drive your career, visit republicservices.com.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Lauren Brooks here. You have a chance to join me and the ladies of Helmets and Heels at the Dreamfinders Home Stadium Home this Tuesday. We'll be live on location inside the stadium home at TIAA Bank Field. Catered with food and beverages, you will enjoy a VIP viewing of our broadcast from 6 to 8 p.m. While there, enter to win a pair of Jaguars club seats. Go to 1010XL.com, click on the front flash page, and register for a chance to attend. Helmets and Heels live from Dreamfinders Home Stadium Home on Tuesday, August 27th.
Welcome to Moe's! Sick of spending most of your lunch break waiting in a slow drive-thru line? Swing by Moe's Southwest Grill drive-thru for fast, fresh food made to order, featuring smart drive-thru technology and personalized fast service. Order in 10 seconds or less. Save your favorite customized menu items and recall past orders for faster service. Stop spending so much time in drive-thrus waiting for your meal. Enjoy your meal. Visit a Moe's drive-thru near you in Bartram Park, St. John's Town Center, and Brunswick, Georgia today.
All offers are with approved credit and not in conjunction. See dealer for complete details. Summer of Jeep. We're having the sale of the summer, and we will not be undersold. So if you ever wanted a new Jeep, Adventure is calling, and the deals are hot. Hurry into Jacksonville, Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Bay Meadows. Drive home or to the beach in a new Cherokee, starting from just $239 a month. Choose from the absolute best selection and save up to $6,000 off MSRP. Get a new Gladiator from as little as $329 a month. Drive a new Grand Cherokee from just $269. You save up to $3,000. For a limited time, get 0% for 72 months. Bring us your trade. We'll pay more for it even if you don't buy from us. Hit the road in a new Renegade from $199 a month or save up to $4,000. See our inventory at jaxcjd.com. Catch the wave and come in for a test drive today. Choose from the best selection and get a better deal at Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, I-295 and Bay Meadows.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Turn it up. It's 9:21. Good morning, Jacksonville.
Let's squeeze the speed trap in real quick. Comes from the text line, I-10 West just before 295 there. So when you get out to that little honeypot, keep it down.
Our baseball's change story of the day, the Orioles are Major League Baseball's new home run kings. On Wednesday night, they surrendered their 258th home run of the season.
Is that a lot?
It ties the 2016 Reds for the most round trippers allowed by a team in a single campaign. I think they're a good bet to break that a record and own it. With 35 or so games left in the season, I suspect they will give up a lot more than that. Well, we've given up a ton of homers, said Brandon Hyde. What's the record? 258? So if it's 259 or 330, I don't care. I just want us to get better on the mound and finish this year and go into next year trying to do a better job of keeping the ball in the ballpark and staying off the barrel. But home runs are up. We're all tired of seeing them, and hopefully we can get better going forward.
That barrel percentage is the new hot stat, by the way.
Barrel percentage.
It's barrel. How many you hit off the barrel?
Got it off the barrel, huh?
By the way, maybe it was because your conversation, the point that you made was so close to your conversation with Joe Yu, but I have to clean up your fact error because the longest winning or losing streak in preseason football is a lot longer than the Falcons' current streak of 10. The Ravens will be going for their 16th straight preseason win this week.
Really?
16 straight preseason wins.
How about that?
I think they play the Eagles this week. And we've seen them both.
I guess we should be betting the Ravens.
I'll take the Ravens, yeah. 15 in a row.
Wow. This season, 3.7 of all MLB plate appearances have resulted in homers. That's up from 3% in 2018. In 2014, the league-wide rate was 2.3%. Wow, just amazing, man. We would break the single-season record again. A rebuilding Orioles ERA is 5.94, the highest in baseball in baseball by almost half a run. So, but again, if you're the Orioles, listen, what you should do now, you've been so bad for a couple years, you start, you do the Astros thing and you stockpile. But you got to hit on them. You can't miss. You got to hope the kid they took from Oregon State is a big-time ball player and with a great future. The Rutschman, was that his name? And all your other first-round picks, because you're getting high picks. They are the Orioles, my God.
I would say this, Hick. If you were one of those teams who is trying this, the Padres have done it a little bit.
And I'm not saying they are. I don't know what the Orioles are doing.
But the Padres, the Marlins, there are some teams that have dished away their talent to get some young and some prospects. You have to at least be buoyed by what's happened with the Braves, what's happened with the Astros.
Yeah.
There have been some teams that have tried it that way, and it's working out pretty good for them.
The Baltimore Orioles lost 115 games last year. Right now they are 41-86, so they will be better than they were a year previous.
Well,
they were in the playoffs in 2016.
Yeah, I know.
They lost a wild card game, but they made it.
Yeah, it can go with. I guess they started dealing guys off.
In fact,
that 2015. You know what's amazing about that 2000? What'd you say? 15? 16 All-Star or playoff team, Dan.
Yeah.
Name me somebody not named Chris Davis. I guess they still had Adam Davis. I guess they still had Scope. I mean, who they even have?
Pierce, dude, who was the World Series MVP.
For the.
But the 16, the 14, and the 12 Orioles all made the playoffs. So, old Buck Showalter, pretty good skipper.
I would like to think that I would make this observation if I watched any team and a manager and the way he deals with situations, and particularly with a young player. But I just happen to know this one inside and out because it involves Snitker and Acuna. And we talked about how Sunday, with his team down in an important game, Acuna Jr. didn't run out a fly ball, ended up getting a single instead of a double, and Brian Snitker pulled him from the game. Now, you even Monday said you loved that. You thought that was a great move.
Yeah.
We kind of missed this yesterday morning or 2 days ago when we talked. The next game for the Braves was Tuesday. They played the Marlins.
Okay.
First pitch of the game, Acuna gets hit. So this is Acuna's first live action since his manager sent him to the clubhouse in the third inning on Sunday. Acuna gets hit by that first pitch. Snitker gets tossed. Gets tossed why? Because he was out there fighting so hard for Ronald Acuna Jr., who has been hit by the Marlins, about as fourth as many times as home runs he's hit off of them. 16, by the way, after last night. And so anyway, it's just a small set. When you have a 162-game season, man, these kind of things, perhaps they mean more. It's a more personal game and touch and relationship, I bet, between manager and players. But I just, for a young kid like Acuna, who knows how he's going to respond to that benching? He said the right things. But for your manager, after he embarrasses you, right, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to be sent to the clubhouse off a big league bench.
Oh, sure.
And so for the very next game, for him to come out and get thrown out of the game fighting for you, and then I just thought it was interesting. And then we turned around the next day and Acuna hits a home run last night. I will say this, however. He stood in that box and looked at it a pretty long time. I'm glad it didn't hit the top of the wall.
He knew it was gone.
Yeah.
He knew it was gone. Who leads the American League in hitting? Batting average?
Is it one of the Twins?
No. Well, for a long time, this guy's tied with DJ LeMahieu.
Of the Yankees.
Yeah, which he's been up there all year.
I'd say it's an Indian.
Nope. Indians have a good lineup.
Yeah, they do. So do the Twins.
Yeah.
Indians have better pitching. Indians are probably a sneaky little dark horse in that American League. Everyone's on the Yankees and the Astros.
Indians better be careful, though, because the A's are 20 over 500, and the Rays are 20 over 500.
That's true, too.
So
they're catching them.
Only two get in.
God, you just so expect the A's to fall off, but then they don't.
I know.
All right, so what is the question again?
Who leads the American League in batting average?
American League in batting average.
I don't know if he's still up there, but wasn't LeMahieu up there for a while?
No. Yeah, he's tied. We just said that he's tied.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I was in the Bahamas.
No, I saw this. I looked at this. You know who it is? It's I was just because you know what I'm such a little kid. I'm like a 10-year-old following my teams. But I always go in the box scores. I compare the American League to National League, and I see which league's leader has higher than the other. In other words, I'll start at the top, and the average leader, okay, 1-0 American League. The runs leader, 1-1. And it's, you know what? It's a I know this. It's like a LeMahieu guy. It's a guy who used to play for another team.
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
And he's on a star team, and there's a lot of other players you never think of him. It's like
that is also correct. His 18 home runs, 76 RBI. He is Michael Brantley.
That's who it is, of the Astros, who was an all-star also. Yeah.
Michael Brantley.
He's LeMahieu.
Now, I will give you...
that surprises me. Well, the Astros are really good.
I will give you $100 American dollars if you tell me who's fourth in the American League in hitting with a .317 average.
A player you never heard of?
Never heard of him. He's 26. He's a second baseman. He's hitting .317. His name is Hanser Alberto.
It's a Baltimore Oriole.
He is. Very nice. I've never heard of him. Hanser Alberto.
Well, don't congratulate me. I just clicked on stats.
Oh.
Thank you. Honesty is what you get here. When you get expert opinion here, it's honest expert opinion.
Unless it comes to farting, it's always honest.
Yeah.
Hanser Alberto.
That I'll never forgive you for that.
Hanser Alberto is currently fourth. Bellinger and Trout, both with 42 home runs. But second in the American League is Soler from Kansas City with 35. So everybody's hitting home runs. They're just not – nobody's going to hit 60 this year.
By the way, Baltimore's Hanser Alberto's third franchise of 2019.
Jeez.
Hanser Alberto sounds like
he's been traded around?
Well, no, in the offseason he was waived by Baltimore, picked up by the Yankees, then picked up by the Giants, and then picked up again by Baltimore.
Hanser Alberto sounds like somebody that should be walking the catwalk in Zoolander 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fine.
That just does. That's what it's. Edwin Encarnacion has kind of been a disappointment for the Yankees, hasn't he?
He's hurt.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, he broke his wrist.
Because he had like 24 and he's only got 30.
No, he got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out. He done.
I'll tell you the most underrated player in baseball right now is Devers.
Oh yeah.
He's Devers. He's young. He's 20. He's sub 22 himself.
Yeah.
He's hitting 329. He leads tied with Freddie Freeman. Leads all of Major League Baseball with 102 RBIs. I mean. Then nothing. And I also find it interesting and somewhat ironic that the Yankees get bemoaned for their lack of pitching, yet no one has more wins than Domingo Germán. 16 of them. Is the ERA a little high?
Yeah.
Or is that legit?
No, I mean, if you win 16 in this day and age, you got to be pitching fairly.
ERA 4.15. I mean, to me, an ERA of 4 is fine, dude. If you're going to ERA of 4 means you give up, 3 runs in 7 innings. That's not a bad start, is it?
Yeah, no.
Well, you're spoiled. You're not allowed to. You can't comment on pitching. You don't know what normal, rational pitching is. It's not having 4 guys in a row go out and, twirl to a 2.5.
None of our guys got 2.5.
Yeah, since the All-Star break, what are they?
All-Star break's different.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Your season began at the All-Star break. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
You kind of sucked until then.
Well, if we hadn't dug such a hole, we'd be rolling.
Yeah,
so.
well,
we got a hole to dig.
You got
out.
help digging that hole by the teams that were whipping you.
Yeah.
There's really not that much different, is there?
GTH, huh?
There's really not much different. What happened? It's not like you were missing somebody in their back.
Oh, well, you got J.D. Davis hitting the heck out of the ball.
But it's the same guys,
You got
right?
Rosario hitting the heck out of the ball. You've got DeGrom pitching like he's capable. He had 3-4 starts in a row in April and May that weren't good. Syndergaard's pitching better. Matz is pitching better. Wheeler,
your idiot manager cost you a game with Matz on the mound against us.
Yes, he did. Stroman is been a nice addition, although he left last night after 4 with hamstring tightness.
What will be your definition of a successful series against the Braves, or the blood series against tomorrow?
You got to win 2 out of 3, man.
Got to win 2 out of 3 at home?
Yeah, you got to win series.
I mean, you get to a certain point of the year deep where you got to start sweeping teams.
Well, we had a 10-game homestand with – or 9-game homestand with the Indians, Braves, and Cubs. All right?
2-0 so far.
Yeah, I thought a 6-3 homestand would be against those caliber teams. No matter what, you're not going to win them all. So if you can go 6-3, it's great.
I had accepted 6-3 against the Dodgers, Mets, and Marlins.
Yeah.
That's with one throwaway in there. Which,
and what are you going to be? 7-2?
We're 6-2 with. I think the Braves now, by the way, after last night, are 15-3 against the Marlins.
You gotta love the Marlins.
God bless them. And you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of when I was a kid in the 70s and the Braves were the Marlins, and every year the Reds would beat them.
But I'll say this year's Braves, that's what won it for them last year. This year they're
we're
still
beating
20
everyone.
over 500.
And we're beating good teams, too.
Yeah.
We're beating, when we play good teams in a showcase, we took 2 out of 3 from the Twins, took 2 out of 3 from the Indians, 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Most recently, we've done that a little bit more. And finally, to conclude this segment before we make the turn for home, I really wish you were a Yankees fan because I like how the Mets are just and I like their excitement and their enthusiasm, and it's like childlike almost.
Oh,
where
it's great.
After every game, they're just completely bought into team and the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
J.D. Davis was awesome last
let's
night.
go
Grab
Mets.
the mic.
That's right. Yeah, I wish
we did it again.
Yeah, I wish they weren't your team. Because I'm kind of enjoying them and don't enjoy you a bit, especially if they're winning. So we'll see what happens this weekend.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Injuries affect your roster.
Oh, yeah, the injured hamstring.
And they can affect the way the game is coached and played.
It's a different dynamic when he's in the game.
Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update on 1010XL.
Hey, I can hear from my friends at Nimnick Buick GMC, the #1 Buick GMC dealership in Jacksonville. Why? Well, many reasons. How about most inventory? How about best price guarantee? How about they've been around for 78 years? Nobody cares more about their customers before and after the sale. How about a summer super sale that is explosive at Nimnick Buick GMC, like 18.5 off the Ultimate GMC, the 2018 GMC Sierra Denali Crew Cab. How about 28% off the 2018 Buick Encore SUVs? How about you visit them online at nimnickbuickgmc.com, NIMNICHT BuickGMC.com, and then jump on 295, get off on Phillips. You'll be at the big, beautiful showroom at Nimnick Buick GMC. Proud to be recognized by Dealer Rater as a Consumer Satisfaction Award winner. If you don't like buying a car, go see our friends at Nimnick Buick GMC. No pushy sales, folks. Low pressure environment. You get treated the way you want to be treated at Nimnick Buick GMC. Go see our friends at Nimnick Buick GMC, the new name in Buick.
Jags fans, a TIAA Bank debit card could be your ticket to London this November. With the TIAA Bank London Getaway, one lucky winner and a guest will receive round-trip airfare, hotel, and tickets to see the Jaguars take on Houston. For official rules and more details, visit TIAABank.com/London. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents within the United States and D.C. 18 years and older. Or were prohibited. Entry period from 7/15/19 to 9/13/19. For official rules, how to opt in and register, how to enter by mail without making a debit card purchase, and other details, visit TIAABank.com/London. Sponsor and administrator, TIAA, FSB, member FDIC.
Share the road, share the responsibility. Mayor Lenny Curry here reminding you that when in doubt, wait it out. Make eye contact with drivers before crossing the street. Drivers always slow down and yield to pedestrians. Be all in for safety. Be all in, Duval. Go to COJ.net for more safety tips.
Hey, it's Rick Boo. You know my friends at McGowan's are the best in the business. So when you need AC service or repair, you want to hire the prime-time players. Don't settle for some other second-rate practice squad repair service. I'm telling you from my own experience that McGowan's always makes the cut. Expert technicians, fast, reliable service, and fair pricing means you'll always be with a winning team. Call McGowan's at 264-COOL. My friends at McGowan's, the official heating and air conditioning partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
License number CMC 1250075.
Hey, Leon, I hear Wingstop is now delivering those lemon pepper wings you like.
Hey, that's right. Wingstop now delivers through the app or online. Leon Cersa here. Now you can have all of your favorite mouth-watering flavors delivered right to your home or business.
I hear they have 5 locations now, too.
Yes, sir. So find yours or flip the script and download the app and click the delivery button. Wingstop.com.
Can't stop. Wingstop.
Peace of mind. It's one of the most important things we can have, and sometimes the most elusive. I'm Mark Anajar from the Law Office of Anajar and Levine. Falls can be embarrassing. Your first reaction might be to get up, but always make sure to check yourself for any injuries. Examine your surroundings to see what caused you to fall. Take pictures if possible, and call the manager to make a formal report. If you've been injured in a slip and fall accident, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Office in Jacksonville.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists helps you be the best when you play and brings you
the best of Into the Night Replay.
Florida State has won the last 4 in Hogtown. That's got to really piss off you Gator fans. And I've been aware of this. I don't know why I let it escape me, but Florida State's won 7 of the last 9. And 4 straight in Hogtown. You don't win that game this year, then I think you ought to start asking yourself, you ever going to win another one?
Hey, sports fans, J-Dog has a deal for you. Get a 15% discount at J-Dog Junk Removal. We get it. The last thing you want to do this summer is move your junk. Hi, I'm Don, Marine Corps veteran from J-Dog Junk Removal. Let us beat the heat and get rid of your junk. Make the call now through Labor Day and get a 15% discount. Call today, 844-GET-JDOG, or go to jdog.com and type in your zip code. 15% off through Labor Day. jdog.com, veteran-owned and veteran-operated.
Are you in business? Do you have a need for commercial real estate? Whether you're buying or selling, call a team that's dedicated to helping you improve your rate of return. If you're buying or selling commercial real estate, or even a business, go to PantheonRealty.com. Click on the special offer button to find out how Pantheon Realty Group's exclusive offer may be unlike any other commercial real estate brokerage. Pantheon's offer will help you improve your bottom line. Visit PantheonRealty.com. That's PantheonRealty.com.
If you're facing surgery or taking medications for erectile dysfunction, there is an alternative solution, Core Wave Therapy. This is Dr. West, board-certified urologist with the McKeever Clinic. With Core Wave Therapy, you'll experience an ED solution with many benefits over traditional therapies such as surgery or pills. The procedures are short, painless, and have no downtime.
Call 355-6583 or visit McKeeverClinic.com. That's MCIVER. McKeever Clinic, innovators in urological care since 1921.
Did you know Florida Pump Service has been servicing Northeast Florida since 1948? Rick Ballou here. Does your water smell bad? Do you buy bottled water to drink? Is hard water ruining fixtures and leaving deposits on glass? Don't fear your water. At Florida Pump Service, they install water treatment systems for all your needs. Don't fear your water again. Call 269-0202 or visit floridapumpservice.com. Florida Pump Service. We make water happen.
When you owe the IRS or Florida sales tax and can't pay, contact J. David Tax Law. Voted best tax attorney by Folio Weekly Readers and an ultimate tax attorney by the Jacksonville Business Journal. Stop collection action and permanently resolve your tax problem. Peace of mind is only a click or call away. Call J. David Tax Law now for a no-cost consultation at 507-4777. That's 904-507-4777. Online at jdavidtaxlaw.com.
We're coming for you, Gators. I'm Leon Searcy, and my Hurricanes kick off the 2019 season against Florida in Orlando. You're to hear the game right here on 92.5 FM. Pre-game coverage starts at 6 p.m. on your home for college football, 1010XL.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
Inappropriate for us to.
What is this from?
Sing
This
the
is
song
from
Rocky
House,
4.
Yeah, there you go.
Car
nice.
on Fire instead of
Yeah.
Hearts on Fire. It's kind of what we were thinking here.
What's on fire?
Car on Fire. I hope everything's fine. I don't mean to kid if it's not, but on JTB eastbound. This is more of a traffic story, but the reason is. The text line will tell you the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure why, but JTB eastbound is stopped at Kernan.
Okay.
And then on the text line, there's a car fully engulfed in flames eastbound on JTB, just west of Hodges. So if you're headed that way. Oh, man. Almost followed up with no survivors. That would not have been appropriate at all.
I'm going to take a pass on this one.
Yeah. I remember when Baselli's truck broke down on JTB. That was fun.
Clifford, we said the Googans had to pick him up.
Yeah, that was terrific. We did
the
whole Jax Links bit. God, that was the best thing we've ever done.
Wow.
Funniest thing that has ever happened on this radio program was when Tony's big red truck broke down on the way to work, and we had the exclusive audio there.
Peaked in 2007.
Yeah, that's as long as you have a peak, buddy.
We're like Miami.
Have a peak.
Think about all those people that never do.
We're like Miami.
We're like the Canes were much earlier than that. Yeah, we lasted 5 years longer than them when it came to peaking.
Jaguars get going tonight. We'll get to see the starters, so some definite, at least a little bit of excitement about that as we'll watch the game.
How much do you think?
I mean,
They're not giving any clue. I don't know why they're so doggone secretive about it.
Oh, how much are they going to play?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's
like a half?
Quarter and a half. No, not a full half. Maybe I think
think it's
different guys. Like Leonard would probably be out quicker. I wouldn't keep Leonard Fournette in. I really don't know.
I don't think Leonard needs to play.
Yeah,
that's a little different animal to
Yeah.
me. The quarterback, the passing game, the timing, the O-line.
Yeah.
But, no, Leonard is too valuable and too valuable a skill set. And it's Leonard has one last chance to prove he's a top 5 talent.
Yeah.
You're going to be Ezekiel Elliott, you're going to be Trent Richardson, Leonard. Which one's it going to be?
I think we take top 10 talent.
Yeah, but he's taken in the top 5, so
Yeah.
no, we won't. We're going to take top 5 talent. If you are a team that drafts a running back in the top 5, you better be right. Now, the Giants...
If Leonard Fournette had the year he had as a rookie, would that be okay?
I don't think it's enough.
No.
This time around, no. Now, it might be enough for the
1,000
Jags.
yards.
It might be enough for the Jags to get back in the playoffs. And by the way, that 1,000 wasn't in 16 games. He missed a couple games that
3
year.
games he missed.
Yeah. I'd like that pace with the 16 games played.
Yeah.
I mean, more than anything, Dan, here's what's awful hard to make yourself believe.
Mm-hmm.
That Leonard Fournette's going to play a full, healthy season. He never has, not even LSU.
I think he had one at LSU.
The 1,800-yard freshman year?
Sophomore, right?
But since then, in most years,
Well,
he
he
has
only
been...
had one more year after that, right? So because he left after his junior year. So and then his rookie year, he was fairly healthy. He played, well, in fairness, Leonard Fournette played in 13 games as a freshman and 12 games as a sophomore.
And then as a junior, sidelined.
Yeah.
And he wanted
7
to
games
play.
as a junior.
Remember the Florida game, the last game, he wanted to play.
Oh, yeah.
Instead, he shoved a Florida assistant just to...
What a year he had. That sophomore year, 300 totes for 1,953 yards.
And somehow...
22 touchdowns.
Disappear. He got it all in the first half of the year, though, remember?
Well, no, Bama stopped him, if I remember right.
He was going to win the Heisman, and then, boom, it just ended.
Well, Bama beat him. And when Bama held him like 30 yards or something, and that was it. That was it. That was all she wrote. And then the 6.5 a carry, and then 6.5 a carry his junior year, but he was, like you said, he got hurt. And that was it. But, yeah, he was 6.2 yards per carry.
That's the yards per
LSU.
carry is what's missing in the NFL. He's not been good at that, even the good year.
3.9.
That's terrible.
Well, 3.9 is not terrible, but it's not great.
Yeah, 3.9 is, that's like
well, I mean,
any starter in the league.
What do you want it to be? I mean, the great ones get 4.5. I mean,
if I have not made it clear that the expectation for Leonard Fournette is that he's great, that is the expectation. That is the only acceptable possibility when you take him number 4 in the draft.
Yeah.
He can't be, I expect him to, have as much yard per carry as, Chris Carson. By the way, no, you don't have to be great. You ready?
Yeah.
Zeke 4.7, Saquon 5.0, Gurley 4.9, Mixon 4.9, Carson 4.7.
This is in a year.
This is last year.
Yeah.
McCaffrey 5.0, Harvey 4.9, Lindsey 5.4, Chubb 5.2. I mean, you got to go way down before you get to anybody that's 3-point anything.
Yeah.
So, 3.9's bad.
3.9 will get you about 37th in the league.
Yeah. So, it needs to be 4.9. That'll get you like 5th.
You want him in the top 10, he'd have to be 5.0.
Yeah, see?
I don't see that happening.
Well, but 3.9, I think that is kind of a reminder that 3.9 is terrible.
Yeah.
It's middling. I mean, you could play Alfred Blue and get 3.9.
Yeah, but he got a lot of first downs for us.
I know he did. I'm not minimizing his impact. He was a big reason, and he also had some big – here's what's amazing about that. You want to be more scared of that 3.9?
Yeah.
Think of the long runs he had that year.
Well, they all do that, though.
No. I don't think they all do two of about 80-plus like Leonard did that year.
67, 71, 65,
Zeke,
66,
Zeke 41,
92.
Zeke 41, Gurley 36, Mixon 51. Yeah. Leonard had 2 longer than all those.
Derrick Henry 99.
Yeah, who'd that come against? I said that was a question on Beat the Brains yesterday as we taped the conclusion to an exciting second season.
Oh, 2 seasons.
Yeah, and I said about Leonard Fournette, about that run, as I phrased the question, this running back scored on a 142-yard touchdown run against the Jags, because that's what it felt like.
Jimmy Harbaugh at it again on 247 Sports has been quoted. Never one to refrain from voicing his opinion. Took the SEC to task in a new soon-to-be-released book entitled Overtime, Jim Harbaugh and the Michigan Wolverines at the Crossroads of College Football. Harbaugh digs into the unfair advantages in recruiting his program faces, notably in overall spending and cost of attendance broken down by player, it's difficult to define how Harbaugh defines cheating in this instance, but he says it's hard to beat the cheaters.
Here's the complaint. The complaint is which is unfair.
Uh-huh.
But basically, you're saying it's easier to recruit in the SEC because all the talent's in the South. That's basically his argument. It costs them more to go recruit a guy in Florida than it costs Florida or Georgia.
Well, of all the programs that released their financial information, Georgia spent $2.5 million on recruiting. 15 teams on the list spent over $1 million. The 10 programs that spent the most money on recruiting in the 2018 fiscal year are all considered powerhouse teams and recognizable brands, but including the Wolverines. So
they go to. I mean, you're going to really speak of recruiting advantages when you take your team to Italy?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
My man took his team to the Vatican.
Well, he would argue that's not recruiting. That's his guys. He's enriching their lives. That's
and I would argue that is
who knows how they raise the money for that? We don't know. So
I'm not saying that it's anything illegal, but if you don't think that the hell it doesn't affect recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
If you're being recruited right now by Michigan and you see they're in Italy, that's a recruiting advantage or a recruiting ploy. Does anyone really believe? Well, Jimbo Harbaugh is kind of nutty. Does anybody believe he took his team to Italy to enrich their lives? Nothing to do with football. It was just.
Why did he take him to Italy then?
Team bonding maybe.
Well, I mean, just that overall.
You can also just for so as Jim knows, you can do that at Six Flags. It costs a little bit more to take an entire football team. In fact, I would say, and I'm big. I'm sports over academics. You know that. I think the classic shouldn't be Shakespeare. They should be John Grisham. But
let's just stop.
Interesting is what I'm saying. Interesting. But I'm not buying Jim Harbaugh as trying to enrich the lives. In this case, I think the art history majors should go to Italy, and let's keep Harbaugh and his boys on the pig farm.
I would suggest if you take some kids to, I think they went to Cape Town this year, that's a trip that many of those young men will never have the opportunity to take.
As the text line built by Lifetime Enclosures says, Harbaugh's just upset because Michigan is also cheating and still losing.
Well, there you go.
They're 1-9 against top 10, and all those 9 opponents, a bunch of cheaters.
Yeah. They're gonna. He's gonna have to win.
I just don't know. Well, I don't. How can I say this? A bleep Jim Harbaugh. Really? You're going to sit here and call Alabama and Clemson and Georgia the cheaters? Why? Because you can't beat them? I don't understand. You can't say it's hard to beat the cheaters and then not define what it is you're talking about cheating.
I think everybody cheats but Florida.
Of course you do.
Now, the 2-minute drill, delivered by Moe's Southwest Grill.
Welcome to Moe's!
Try our new steak and queso burrito, bowl, or quesadilla. Featuring the new sirloin steak and lots of queso. Order them today as they come.
The Florida Gators are national champions.
Thank you, Beef. Tony's here. Jaguars today coming up. I think I heard the sultry tones of one Mike DeRocco, so I think he'll be also joining you today. What are you guys discussing today as we are finally arrived to a football game where we will have a modicum of interest?
Yeah, we'll discuss our varying levels of interest in week 3 of the preseason tonight with the Jags and Dolphins, 8:15 on Fox. They get the Big Boy Crew tonight as well, so I'm sure they're thrilled to have Jacksonville, Miami.
I've determined, by the way, I don't like the national game because it means I got to wait an extra hour before it to start and finish.
Yeah, 8:15. 8:15 is the actual kick for tonight.
It's going to be a late night down at the TV headquarters, HQ.
So a little bit later for all of us that are covering the team. And,
all right.
For the fans out there who will watch until the starters stop playing, a little bit, that's not as big a deal.
Yeah, you'll be done by 9 o'clock.
9:30, something like that. But we'll talk about that.
How long do you think they'll play if you were to guess?
My guess would be, I would expect that Nick Foles is only playing as long as they feel comfortable with Cam Robinson on the field.
Yeah.
Would be my guess, and I would think that would be about a quarter, would be what I would expect.
Cam Robinson, a little rusty on the first play.
Get
Nick
them all
Foles
out.
Jogging off the field.
All of them out of there.
I told you I'd play him.
That's it. I'm done. I don't need to see anymore. Yeah, and I think on defense it would be about the same thing, but with them, it's not even when they want to, X player off the field. With them, it's get 2 series. We know what we expect that defense to be. They don't need time out there doing that kind of thing. Like if you wanted to, you need to take a look at what you have as far as depth at linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
You need to take a look at what you have as far as depth at safety. But we all feel good about what they have at corner, down to 5 or 6 on the roster, right? Like it's more important right now to figure out who is the 5th corner versus who is the 6th corner for this football team than really anything else in that secondary.
I'd like to speak to my self-awareness after 2 weeks spending bemoaning why they don't play anybody as we head into week 3. I can't help but think, why are we playing anybody?
I'm the same way. And honestly, if it came out right now that Doug Marrone said, I've had a change of heart, we're not playing any of them, I'd be like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't bother me even a little bit if that's the direction they wanted to go with this, because whatever time the starters are on the field tonight, every snap they take, I'm just going to be holding my breath until they're off the field.
And I say that. If the game were at home, I would be firm. This, to me, is not about the coach's decision, about what teams want to do. It's about the fans spending regular season money for practice performance, and that's not fair. That's wrong. So
no, it's not fair.
That's my beef more than I'll leave it to the guys whose livelihood depends on how their team plays.
Yeah.
No one needs the Jaguars or wants the Jaguars to win. Not anyone in Section 112 or me or you, than Doug Marrone himself. So he's not going to do anything to sabotage his own
he's
success.
doing what's best for his football team to win.
Yeah.
And he has determined that is not playing him in the preseason, and there's a bunch of NFL teams that have made that same decision to this point. I do hope, Jeff, that the replacing Shakespeare with John Grisham was a joke, right? Like, that's not seriously something that you're advocating.
Yeah, no, the classics are boring. I would tell all kids that are going to literature school today, somebody has to be somebody has to be the voice of change.
Pull the plug on this thing, Beef.
So
my goodness.
Get us out of here.
Chaucer,
bunch of Philistines running this country.
Kids are watching the game.
Chaucer is out. Cameron is in. That's how we're doing it. Yeah. All right.
Thank
That's
you,
going to
Tony.
do it for today's show. Proudly brought to you by Custom Tree Surgeons and CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services.